House.
Yo, 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 welcome to the New Normal Podcast, a place where we talk about what's really real. Today, I got a extra fire topic for everybody. Today, the topic is we don't want no scrubs. And we're going to be talking about a lot of interesting things from a woman's perspective. And we're going to let Ashanti kind of lead us tonight. And we're going to combat her crazy modern woman
Oh
ideals
wow.
that she has for us today. And I'm going to be playing some videos so y'all get to see the topics we're going to talk about today. Do women need to be strong? Slim pickings in the dating pool, and are relationships business or pleasure? Before we start, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves since we have a lady in the building. Ladies go first.
Hey, it's Ashanti. You can follow me on social media platforms, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Ashanti Jordan. And then I'm also your favorite esthetician. You can follow me on those platforms as well. At Aesthetically Ashanti.
My name is Victor, and you can follow me at Mr. Victor Gabriel on Instagram, and my Snapchat is Fantastical Jones. I think my Twitter is Mr. Victor Gabriel Jones too. I don't know. I don't be on there like that. But yeah. Hey, share the link with me so I can send it to everybody.
You ain't on the Facebook page?
Oh, I'll do it out there. But yeah, I think that's it. I ain't got TikTok in it. I'm gonna get TikTok when I start dancing.
Oh gosh.
So the first video we're gonna play is this one right here. I don't know if y'all seen it. Oh snap! Let me make it big. I'm gonna do that for. Let's play it.
I see these comments from guys all the time on like TikToks or whatever, and they're like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, guys are visual. Like, that's just how we are. Guys are visual. And I'm like, okay, do you own a mirror? If you're so into visuals, why do you look like that? Should you not be impeccable looking if you are so visual? I'm confused.
Ciao. I uploaded a video the other day just telling women to stop giving access to men that they're not attracted to, right? Stop giving access to unattractive men, which I believe most men are unattractive. And of course, in the comments, there are unattractive men, right? Or they're men with no content, just a profile picture that you can hardly see, right? With their thoughts and opinions on whether we should give the unattractive access to us. They're offended by it. When I'm really offended that you think you should have access to me when you aren't even blessed with a pleasant face for me to look at. I'm confused as well.
So, Ashanti,
Yes.
how do you feel about what she just said?
The first lady, I think she was hilarious because I do find that there are some men that aren't up to, I guess, some beauty standard that are so heavily critical of other women that may not meet that standard, that they should all meet that standard. So I thought that was funny. The last lady, I wasn't really fond of her attitude,
Mm-hmm.
or I got the meat of what she was saying, but throwing away all those bones, like, her attitude was not good. I don't feel like she looked like she didn't have on any clothes, which I was just confused about why she was naked giving this message, or presenting herself naked giving this message. I thought it was.
I don't know. I didn't catch that.
That is so crazy because
feel
normally
bad.
I catch stuff like that. I didn't even pay her no attention.
I didn't like it.
She was naked. Can we play that
well,
back?
maybe she wasn't naked, but whatever, if she was wearing anything up top, it was so.
Okay, she naked. Yo, when I see
Yeah,
that picture,
and I
she
was
naked.
like, I didn't care for
Hey,
that.
that's crazy.
So the reason I played that video, we're talking about slim pickings right now. Do you think there are slim pickings when it comes to the dating pool, especially with women who have this type of mindset,
Like that negative mindset.
negative mindset, or saying that most men aren't attractive? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't agree that most men are not attractive. I feel like I see plenty of attractive men. I think that there are some men that aren't necessarily as polished as we would prefer as women, but I do think that people are attractive. I wouldn't sit around here and say if I saw 100 men that 80% of them are ugly. So, and I think her disposition, her attitude was just so unwelcoming that her pickings may be slim because she may not be as approachable as she may think she is.
So Vic,
Was good.
after watching that video, how do you feel?
Well, first I feel bad because I know I wasn't paying attention because it was a whole naked lady. But for real, I mean, I'm gonna go backwards. Like the slim pickings, I mean, I feel like it is because I have a lot of friends that are women, and the stuff that like sometimes I feel like they tell me they dealing with, I'm like, that's crazy. Like my mind don't play like that no more. Like I'm at some place where it's like, well, I'm gonna play with you. I don't got time to be wasting time. Or like some of the stuff that women say, oh, this dude told me this. He wants if I want to sleep with him, he gonna sleep with other people. Like if I want to date you, that ain't everything I'm thinking about. So I do feel like it's slim pickings because I feel like guys do be on some. I don't feel like everybody genuine no more. But two, the naked woman, I mean, I guess she wanted attention, but you ain't got. I don't feel like you gotta be negative if something's wrong. Like you can come at it another way, and it can be expressed in a whole another way where we both can understand and like not be so aggressive. But the white woman, I just thought she was being silly.
Yeah.
Mm. So when it comes to slim pickings, I hear a lot of women. Well, I'm just going to use Ashanti for an example.
Mm.
Ashanti always talks about dating better, dating pools, surrounding yourself or with, I guess, good people, elevating your standards. She has a quote I've been seeing a lot of ladies repeat lately. I guess that's part of her cult following that she's amassing right now.
Oh, what's that?
What is it? Raise the bar entry or what?
Oh, when you raise the barrier of entry, you force the standard to rise.
So yeah, so they got like a little mantra now. You know, every 3 weeks is a new mantra with women. So
Bless 'em.
you know
Bless 'em.
they can't never stick to one and actually stick to fulfilling those mantras. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to slim picking, from what I see, I think the issue now that we're having when it comes to dating, um, women are delusional. I'm gonna put it out there. I think women are very delusional. I think a lot of women's standards aren't reasonable for the men that's out there. And then I feel like a lot of the women are shooting for the same type and caliber of man, which limits a person's dating pool. And if they can't get those type of men, they call themselves settling. If you look at statistics, women 70 to 80% of women file for divorce. And I feel like that's because a lot of women end up settling in marriages they don't want from the start. But most of the time when it comes to marriage, you have women who push marriage on men, or a lot of men would not get married. So I think when it comes to slim pickings, I just think the dating pool needs to be broader for women instead of less. And I think some women should open their mind up to building with a man instead of finding a man that's established. And I think there's ways on vetting a man to see if he's going to amount to something later on in life. What do y'all think?
I don't disagree with much of what you said. I do heavily disagree with the delusional thing, but I do know that was just an opinion. So, but yeah, I do think that you should have an abundance mindset. So if you're already going into it thinking that you only have a slim amount of options to choose, then you're gonna have a negative outcome. I don't particularly.
I'm finna. You
He
know what?
does look.
Hey,
He does
I'm
use
finna-
that.
Y'all, hey, I seen that.
but
Chill
hold on,
out.
but
Y'all
hold on,
better get
hold on.
off my guy, man.
But look, I'm finna do something. I'm finna do something for y'all.
He gonna fat shit
I'm
on
finna-
me.
You can do that, but while you're doing that, I'm going to continue to talk.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I do think when you have that abundance mindset, you do feel more free and open. Like I do know that I'm currently dating right now, and I know that there are some things that are working out. There are things that are not working out. I don't think that this is the end all be all, but I don't feel like I'm choosing the top of 6 men or 2 men, or you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm choosing good quality candidates, and if it doesn't work out, I think that we gave it a fair shot, but I wouldn't say, I chose the best of this like low pool of people that I'm dating. I wouldn't say that. I just
don't-
picked up I caught a good fish from a great dating pool. And I
uh,
threw it back, and I'm gonna get another great fish.
So you just a great fisherwoman.
I am. I'm a great fisher.
I feel. I used to be like that. I don't.
Well,
my
you gotta
fishing
wait. You
game
gotta
wrong.
wait. You gotta wait on that. The jury's still out on that she's a great fisherwoman.
Oh, I got you.
And
So
the reason I say that because Shanti has to get married, and it has to be fruitful. And Shanti is still single, as we know right now, right?
I am, but I am currently fishing, and I caught some really good fish.
That's
I
what's up.
might say. So thank
That's
you for the
good.
compliment.
If they
And
don't-
thank you for
if
the
they-
compliment.
If they
I
don't
appreciate it.
feel your belly, then what's the point?
They did. They did fill my belly,
Oh,
and I got hungry again.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so is you a piranha or
No.
you just
No.
you
She a
just
fisherwoman.
I'm just a
She a piranha.
pescatarian.
okay? You always. I got you. I
A
feel
study
you.
led by American Sociological Association determined that nearly 7% of divorces are initiated by women, and the percentage of college-educated women are initiated divorces is even higher. Considering that gender stereotypes indicate that women are often the driving force behind marriage, this may seem surprising. So, what are the reasons why women are initiating divorce more often than men? Does it have to do with the gender differences or gender roles? Are married women just more likely to take action in comparison to married men when it comes to filing for divorce? Here at the Jemison, I guess how you say that, law firm, we wanted to know why women tend to take the initiative and choose divorce. Here, what we discovered.
So he really meant 70 and not 80. To
No,
clarify.
I said 70 to 80, and like I was. And I actually will run it back because I got my phone open. And it says right here 70, and divorces, college educated women initiated divorces are even higher. So when I said 70 to 80, that was actually accurate.
It was not accurate. 70 and higher. That could be 95.
I said
That could be
70
100.
to 80. Hold on, I got my phone.
No,
'Cause
what I'm saying is you said 70 to 80.
Yeah.
This
She's
said
saying it could be-
70 and higher. So
Yeah,
it could be
she said it could
73.
be
Oh
more.
well,
It could be 72.
But even still.
So it was just he was just ballparking. It's okay.
Yeah. So, but like I said, 70, 80. But actually, the studies, when you look at college educated women, it goes to 80%. But as a matter of fact, I'm finna click in here and see if they show.
Do
But yeah.
find and type in
I,
80. It'll probably be quicker.
To the fact that you made earlier, because I know you still gonna be looking it up. I don't know. I can't say like the fishing it is terrible to me.
So, from a male's perspective,
I feel like it's
think
terrible.
do you think you have a lot of good candidates out there to marry?
No,
Why not?
I feel like I feel like ain't
Please
gonna-
keep going. It's okay.
I ain't gonna say the women. I feel like it's hard to meet a great woman somewhere, just anywhere. And then like, I mean, the people you're around, yeah, you can meet some cool women, but I feel like we're at this point now where it's like, it's got to be a lot to be right for me to be like, oh, okay, I'm finna keep dating you. Cause like, I don't want to waste my time. Like, I don't know, my mindset has changed. And like, I'd rather go to work sometimes rather than go on a date because I know I'm going to gain some. And I know that's bad, but it's like, I go out, we hang out, I spend money, you spend money, we watch a movie, go to a basketball game, listen to music, and then it's like, well, what I'm gonna be doing on Tuesday night when I'm bored? Am I gonna go to work, do some homework, go to sleep? Like, I'm not talking to you. So it's like, the women I'm meeting is like, if we was 19, 20 and I'm smashing and dashing, I'd be having fun. But like now I'm just like, nah, you're not the one.
So do you feel like you're dating women that are like moving in the same direction as you?
Hopefully I feel like most of the women I meet are moving in the same direction, even if it's not like on some date, like even if it's on some friendship. Like most of the women I meet, I'm not one, I don't go out no more. So it's like I'm not meeting you in a club. So most of the stuff I'm meeting you at is a type of event. Like I went to the green event, whatever that is
Yeah.
for the mayor.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even know what it was, but I went. Like I know how to dress, I know how to speak, I know how to talk business. But
Mhm.
I met some cool people, but it's like,
Well,
man,
like I guess I'm asking, like, are you moving forward with an intention? Like I'm in a space right now where I don't want to be casual. I want to be in a relationship. So let me move forward with also people that are adjacent in that thinking.
yeah, I feel like when the conversation start, like, let me take you on, let me take you on a date, see how this go, whoop-de-whoop. Like what's understood ain't always got to be explained. But also, if I say, hey, what are you doing Friday night? We're going out, whoop-de-whoop, have fun, hit me up. How you doing today? After the date, no respond. Like, why did we even do that? We could have stopped the wasting of time. If you wanted to just smash, say you wanted to smash.
Well, that's that kind of negates your what's understood has to be explained. Because I think when you're like, for me, I'm dating with intention. That's a conversation that I'm having rather quickly, during our first date. Like, hey, what kind of space are you in? Are you in a casual space? Are you looking to have fun? Are you looking for just a relationship? What are your interests upon like getting married? What are those things? Because those are things that are a desire of my heart. Like I'm moving in the direction of wanting to be a girlfriend, fiance, wife, mother. And so if I meet a man and we're having a conversation and he's like, "Oh, I just kind of want to have fun. I'm going with the flow." I already know that this is not a fish I want back. And I don't think that they're bad for that. You know what I mean? They're good quality men. They just aren't in the same space as me. And so I'm not going to continue to, go out with you and try
Waste
to
time.
figure out how to convince you to be in the space that I'm in. I don't want to do that.
I feel it.
So
I'm a vibes person too. Like everything, like that's why I say what's understood. Like I'm not gonna bring something up that I don't feel like it should be. And if somebody say I'm missing out, I'm just missing out. But like I feel like if we hanging out certain things, it's gotta sit right with me. I
yeah.
ain't trying to waste time or money because we never know when it's gonna end.
Yeah, and I think like just talking to some men, I do feel like when they're having like difficulties in dating, and I'm not a dating expert or a dating
I'm a
coach or
dating
anybody
expert.
that can do that, but I do find that they are often not moving in the same direction
Yeah.
as their partner because the conversation isn't had. It's just kind of like, well, I like her. I want to see her on the weekend. I want to see her every weekend. But is she in the space where she wants to see you every weekend?
Yeah. But then you gotta come with the compromise because you gotta understand but I feel like that's a vibes thing. Like I can feel if you want to see me every weekend. In a
Yeah, but what's the
conversation.
what's the intention behind that? Can you
But
always read
you
that?
most most of the time it get expressed. Like if I'm saying, okay, I want to see you every weekend, but every weekend we sit here and just watch TV, no conversation. This ain't going nowhere. Like either somebody gonna say something or this gonna end fast. But like most of the time it come out like it's not stiff. Like it's fluent. Like
Okay.
you can understand. Like back in the day when I was on Tinder, 2 times I just knew what the vibes was. Like one person was just like a cool friend, and then the other person I was like, oh, you just want to smash me. Like
I do feel like, dating apps can be cool, but
I'm
anything
good.
easily obtained is easily lost. And so if you can swipe right and get me, you can
I can't say
lose
that
me
though.
just like
Like
that.
some people
I agree with
experiment. Some people just
I
experiment
agree with
though.
Ashanti.
Some people experiment. Like it's like everybody ain't on Tinder every day. Like I got on
Bruh,
Tinder once
it's
in the last 10 years.
dating, this is just some real stuff. Dating apps studies show that most people that are on dating apps they are on there because they are bored.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. But I'm saying it could be a one and you can be
And
that one and
cheaters.
you can be that 1 in 90th chance.
But see, I don't think a lot of cheaters go on Tinder now
Yeah,
because remember that you remember
I've never
that
been on Tinder, so
you remember that that scandal. What's that that
the
website?
Tinder swindler.
No, it was the Ashley Madison, I think, or something like that, where it's a website strictly for married people to go on there. It's supposed to be confidential so they can cheat and stuff, but all the stuff had got leaked out, and it was like famous people and a whole bunch of like high name people that was on there that got because it got leaked and all their stuff got spread out. So wives they was getting divorced and stuff. I think it was called Ashley Madison or something like that. But yeah, like I said, I agree with Ashanti. Like if you could swipe right or left, I don't think this is a person that's really trying to get married or meet someone that's gonna really just change your life. I know that people go on apps for dating, but I feel like to really get to know someone, it need to be platonic. It needs to be like out in the open. It needs to be like a work setting where y'all deal with each other every day, or an event where y'all cross paths so y'all can talk. You said they move, dress, attitude, up and down. Someone that's meeting you online, they can lie about anything.
yeah, they can.
Kids, where they from, like it's what I'm saying. Like I said, I think to really get to know a person, it don't necessarily have to be talk every day. But it could be somebody like you see in passing every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So that just in passing, I think you could pick up a vibe. You can see how they move. You can see their facial expression. And like, this is funny, but I'm going to say it. Like, even a person that I know was saying, and they asked me my opinion on this young lady. And I told them, I said, look, I have an auntie or aunt.
Oh,
I have an aunt
Auntie.
that was heavily medicated, psychiatric. So he asked me about a young lady, and I said, hey man, this person is on some type of psychiatric medication. He thought I was just lying and saying stuff. I'm like, bro, I've seen this in my life numerous of times. I said, I could tell she's on psychiatric medication. He asked me, how did I know? I said, well, when you look at her, some days her skin will be very bright and her face will be blank. Some days her skin will be dark and she's mean mugging. He was like, for real? I was like, just pay attention. So he said he's going over there talking to her. And he said he noticed that the skin thing was different. One day she'll be vibrant and glowing. I was like, that's when she's on her medicine. The days when her skin will be dark and dull, that's when she's off her medicine. He said last night, because he called me today, he called me this morning. He said they were chilling last night. So they were smoking, they got high.
Oh, and she's on medication?
Hold on. And she revealed to him that, hey, I am on medication. I am on some type of psychiatric medication. And I was like, I could tell that this young lady was like that because I have seen it. And I used to do stuff and sell, certain things to people that I can kind of pick up on people's moods. So I know how a person that's like that maneuvers. And he was just surprised that I knew it. I'm like, most people, like even with COVID, I tell people this, COVID has made it to where so many people are medicated right now. Just to even think about how high suicide rates were. And you're talking about people that's able to go back outside, able to go back dating and mingling and going to restaurants and being free. It'll be very, very hard to date someone now when you got so many folks. What?
Nah, D sent a message. I don't know if he's looking at that.
He said, what's good, Vic? But yeah, like I said, when you have so many people that's back outside, it's probably scary to date right now because people are just looking for fun. Hookup culture is probably the all-time high. Ugh. I think women don't even understand, or women don't have to understand men because men don't make women understand them. I think that's another issue that we're dealing with now, and it's coming to the forefront. But I blame men for a lot of stuff that's going on in dating, but most men ain't gonna take accountability for that. But like I said, the slim pickings right now is women have a vagina, so they don't have to really pay attention to men because men are vagina driven. And Patrice has this great, y'all know who Patrice O'Neal is?
I'm not familiar.
Me neither.
He's a comedian. And he said in a stand-up, he said, if you were in an accident and for some reason you basically could not use your vagina, how would you satisfy your man, or how would you keep your man? And all of the women, one woman said, I would give him oral. I would give him anal. Other women say other stuff, but everything they said was sexual. And he said, y'all prove my point. Women make themselves a collection of hoes. Men don't, because women understand that's what most women bring to the table. It wasn't nothing like bring peace, massage his feet, be a better wife, make his day easier, pack his lunches a certain type of way. Like it was all sexual, and women have an understanding that they boil themselves down a lot of times into being a collection of hoes. What do y'all think about that?
I'm gonna let the women go first.
I guess. I mean, I don't really care about that. That wouldn't be my answer. But I'm sure that there are women that would be open to sexual favors to satisfy her man. But
Do you think women make themselves a collection of hoes?
Are you saying hoes or holes?
Hoes, like HOLES.
Okay.
I can't say from people that I know. No, I mean, I'm not in the space of being intimate right now. I have a lot of my friends that are not either.
That's
So
sad.
it's not. I mean, I'm having a great time like getting to know people. I don't really want to get to know your penis if I don't
Oh
want to
no,
keep
no.
you.
I'm just saying like I feel like when it comes to intimacy, most of the time I just see relationship already. I don't feel like
I mean, when I
intimacy
think of
comes just from
intimacy, I
sex.
think that there are more ways of me doing that without having sex with you.
No, I wasn't saying. What I'm saying is like it was sad because like the way I think of intimacy.
Can you
Like,
share?
like that's why I was saying like most of the time like spending time, like most of the time when I think of intimacy, it's like me in a relationship. I can't feel like if I'm just sleeping with you, I don't really feel like that's intimate.
Right, I agree.
So I don't like when I say it's sad that y'all not getting intimacy. It's like none of
Well,
y'all
I
in
mean,
relationships.
I'm not gonna say that. Like, we're getting intimacy. We aren't having sex. I
Okay,
should clarify.
cool.
So I'm not in a space where I'm like having sex with
I got you.
someone. And I have friends that are in, very blessed marriages that are happy, and I have friends that are in good relationships that are happy. So I don't really surround myself around people that think only about their body being of value or
I
an
got you.
asset to a man. So, but I do know that there are women on my social media, that have shared their experiences of using their bodies to get things, and I can say that they don't seem like they're in desirable situations for me. So I feel like I would continue to stampede, if not like run faster, doing what I'm doing right now.
And see, let's go back to the men, because we have so many men complaining about body count, body count, body count. And the thing is, if you don't want a woman that has a high body count, why are you talking to her? Or if you know or have an inkling
Man,
or
that's
you hear
gay.
rumors about women with a high body count, if you don't want that, why date her?
Yeah.
Also, what does that say about you if you are a man and you're willing to go and sleep behind a woman that you think is a whorish woman? Like, what does that say about you? If she's had 100 sexual partners, you're willing to be 101? That's why, I feel like it's equivalent to like using the bathroom at your own house and using a porta potty. Like nobody feels comfortable in a porta potty, but using the bathroom at your home, you might feel a lot better doing that and know who's going in and out of that instead of going to use that porta potty. But like I said, a lot of men are okay with using porta potties when it comes to sex and those type of women, which is very, very sad. And I think when men have to understand that they could be valuable too. They can be, they don't have to just boil themselves down as sex or being sex driven,
Right.
And I think a lot of that comes from a lot of people don't want to believe this, but a lot of men don't have sex like that. A lot of men aren't getting sex like that. They got so many studies talking about how now in 2022 we have like the most virgins. Men reported to be virgins higher than ever in human society, of reported human society right now. You have the rise of the incels. Have you heard of incels?
I have.
What that
So,
is, I don't know. that.
Involuntary celibate.
Yeah, involuntary celibate.
Celibacy or something like that.
Yeah, where men they just not having sex,
They ain't getting none.
yeah, but
It's
at the same
involuntary. So like it's against their will.
yeah.
They aren't.
But
doing
if
it.
you ever look at these guys, you'll see why.
Yeah.
It's not like they Brad Pitt or something, or your Idris Elba.
Hey, that might be me. I'm
Why
joking.
you say that?
I was joking, bro.
You talking about
Don't-
involuntary?
Don't claim that for yourself.
I was joking.
Okay.
That's why I
was about to
laughed.
say, like,
Do you want to be an incel?
No, I'm just look. I just ain't look. I just ain't getting none.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so like I said, I think a lot of the things that we have going on in society is a man's issue. And like I said, men continue to deal with these women, and that's an issue in itself. If men all came together and said, "Oh, that woman is a whore. We don't need to date her." I think a lot of this stuff and trajectory will change, because even when they overturned Roe versus Wade in the Supreme Court, you had like the white lady with Donald Trump, and she was like, I want to thank you, Donald Trump, for saving white lives. The reason that's important is because in their community, they're always gonna have a checkpoint. And like black community, we don't have that. We don't have nobody that's like an elder to say, hey, y'all women need to slow up, because if you do your research, sexually liberated societies fall very, very fast compared to societies that are very, very strict when it comes to sexuality and how people move with sex. So that's always a thing. The more liberated the woman is in the society, if you go back and look in history, that society is sure to fall. I think what they said in like 2 or 3 generations.
Hey, to go back on some, you know how you saying the women said like they get head and get anal and stuff like that. I feel like one thing too, like they might just went in that direction because he said vagina, like they know they're not gonna be able to get sex. And I can understand like sex would be a preference that they would think of, since they know that's what it's used for the man. But I can understand on the other side where you say peace and other things, where she say she would offer other things, but I was just saying towards that point. But
So you think because women think men want to have sex?
no,
No,
like
it's like
because
the
vagina,
proposition of the
like
question was
if you say you
slightly
break your
coerced.
dick,
Yeah.
like even though most men can be like, I'm gonna pay bills still, but like as a woman, when you say vagina, it's like, what do you use that for?
I mean, like I can understand both aspects. Like it kind of, not that he was trying to present it in a coerced way or like a skewed way, but you're talking about a specific part that I use to pee, birth kids, and have sex with. And so if this doesn't work, what are you going to use to do one of those 3 things? You know what I mean? And so I think that may have led women to, give those answers too. So I
That's
mean,
what
I can
was
see
saying
both
on
answers.
that point. Like that's the reason I could see, but also like I feel like it'd be creative thinkers.
So Vic, you break your dick.
I mean, it's
what
we know the
what would you do to keep your woman?
Okay, here we go. You already know
I'm gonna use my cut finger. I'm
Lord.
just messing with you. She was saying, I'm gonna say I'm gonna pay bills.
Yeah,
So,
like he already knows the answer.
That's why.
So you gonna pay bills?
I told you I'm gonna use my cut finger.
Oh, so you gonna just?
No, I'm just playing. We going to Spencer's. I'm getting the biggest vibrator we can get it turned off. Like what y'all want me to say? I'm just saying, but I mean, paying the bills is like, to me, that's gonna, if I did, let's not even, I'm not gonna say if I broke my dick, but to say if matters come to that point, like I can't see that, because in my relationship, when I'm being married, like sex is gonna be a big part of it. Outside of everything else we building, like I'm already stressed out now. Not like, oh my God, I'm going gray. I can't believe what's going on in my life. But the older I get, I feel like stress gonna come around. It's like, I don't want to argue. Let's go in the bedroom, have sex, get this frustration off in a positive way. Like I'm already be working out, and I'm gonna feel like to have a broke dick. Like that's almost equivalent to my finger. Like you don't realize how much something can change your life till it happen. So like I feel like my dick is gonna be used for pissing and having sex and making beautiful babies. So if it's broken, that's gonna be sad, because I can't take my frustration out. It's gonna be sad.
You had to take a boxing class.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that part of marriage, like I know I'm enjoy it. But yes, Chuck, I'm not scared to say I'm in a drought, bro. It's the truth.
Yeah, he said
I'm not in a relationship either.
He
so
said Vic Jones bold for saying he in a drought.
I mean, look, I'm 34 years old, man. We ain't out here lying.
I think
no
when
more.
you get older, bro, I don't think sex even matter that much no more.
I ain't gonna say that, bro.
I don't think it matters.
I feel like it's like, bro, like having a car and losing a car, bro. Like right now, I done lost my car. So when I get married, I'm gonna love driving. So it's just like it's gonna be brand new, bro.
I don't think when you get
I feel
older,
like everybody different, bro.
Bruh.
I'm telling you.
We ain't gonna make it, because we got friends now. I was about to say, name some of the people that you know that's married.
But it's different though. Like speaking on my friends that are married, most of y'all have been in relationships. Like you've been in a relationship for a while. Like it's since we've been adults. Like you've been in relationships. I've been out here thugging.
One of them don't count.
But we ain't talk. We just saying being able to have a person that's like, oh, we in this relationship, we can have like casual sex. You know, look, I didn't.
But that's
This-
what I'm saying. That's
look,
what I'm
this-
saying.
this
Hold on,
podcast-
hold on. The reason you in a drought right now is strictly because you don't want to have casual
No,
sex.
no. But we saying even though this podcast is not about me and you, like growing up, think about like I wasn't in my bag like that. So it's like when I hit my bag, it was cool, and now it's just like, well, I'm at right now. But this podcast ain't about me, so
But
it's
no, but it's a good podcast.
like, I got
The
you.
thing about it, the reason that you in a drought right now is because you don't have casual sex. Is that fair to say?
Yeah,
Because when you get older, it ain't really about that. Because I'm pretty sure you came across something that you could have smashed, but you just like, I'm not gonna waste my time.
yeah. But when I'm in a relationship, like it's gonna be different, bro. To me, that's always gonna be a big part.
But that's what I'm saying. If you got that type of mindset now, where it's like, when you get to the point where you having kids, where you have got to go to work, you got to go to work. She has to go to work.
But you can't. I feel like you can't stop that spark because I feel like that spark is what's going like certain things in a relationship. If you start out doing that, I feel like you should keep that.
No, I think what he's trying to say is right now where your meter is upon like having those type of relationships with women being more intentional versus it just being sex is skewed. Like now you want sex is not gonna put you in a box to just be like, oh, I want to smash right now. Because if you did, you would be doing it. But because you value something more,
but I feel that. I'm just saying, like,
you guys are hitting two different points. That's what I'm trying to say. Like your communication to him is not answering his question.
I don't think me not want to have sex with random people is not gonna make me want to.
No, he's not saying that.
What is he saying?
He's saying that right now, sex is not as important to you because if it was,
you could just be out here slanging dick.
Yeah,
but this is what I'm saying. When I'm married,
wait a minute. Let me finish. Because I want you to get it full circle.
I got you.
So right now, sex is not as important. So you're like, hey, I see Sally. I can sleep with Sally. I don't want to sleep with Sally because I want to be in a relationship with my wife who potentially name is Rachel. So I'm gonna wait for Rachel.
Yeah.
If sex was so important for you right now in that same regard as the relationship, you would say, hey, I want to be with Rachel, but right now I'm gonna sleep with Sally up until I get to Rachel. And you're not in that space. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's what his question is.
Okay, yeah. I cannot have sex.
But but he's not saying that when you do get in a relationship that sex is going to be low on the totem pole. That's not what he's saying.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I cannot have sex right now, but I'm saying once I get in a relationship, I want to keep sex like a big part of it.
Yeah, and like I said, and that's what basically what she was saying is what I'm saying. It's like now, it's like when you get to your mind is changing when you get older too. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna speak for myself. Most of my sexual partners, looking back, hindsight, it's like I could have did without that. Like I could have just been like, nah, I don't, like it would sound cool when I was young, getting some, made you feel like the man. Because sometimes for men, sex is an ego booster. But when you get older, it's like I'm really out here using another person to boost my confidence in myself. Like that's kind of like some low barrel thinking type.
Yeah.
But what if he has like I don't think I had sex like that.
But you can't act like
it wasn't a number. Like it wasn't a numbers game. Like a lot of times,
I'm not saying you're looking for a number. I'm just saying that a lot of guys, when they were out here having sex or being younger, it was a ego boost.
I feel like when I was having sex, I wanted to get my rocks out. It like I wasn't sleeping. We just say, "Oh, I hit her." No, I was like, "Okay, we dating, we having sex."
I mean that thinking isn't like you can't apply it to every situation, but it is a thing.
I would say you are the majority and I'm the minority.
I think that's fair.
I don't feel like it's a lot of niggas that's just like, I don't know. This podcast ain't about me, but most of my sexual endeavors, I was in a relationship. It wasn't like I was just smashing and dashing. Like till 30s, like you my homeboy.
Shit.
You my homeboy. Like we already know. Like 28 to like 32 once I got in a relationship. It wasn't like that.
Yeah. I agree, but like I said, but most people, and like I said, just the thinking of it, to understand, like I was really using a person to, boost my ego,
to smash,
to smash, and really when you you look back at it, it's like, dang, I really was just using this person like a masturbation tool. Like I wasn't into this person. I was just doing something because I could do it. It was there on the plate, so I ate it. Basically, I was just being gluttonous instead of disciplined.
Right.
And I think a lot of men, when it's going to have to come to that if relationships are going to change, because you can't. I heard the saying, and this is a true statement: men kill people, but women kill society. And that's a very, very true statement if you think about who raises the future of society. When you talk about 90% of, I think, teachers are women,
Oh yeah, I can go.
those
with
are
that.
the people that's raising. When you think about in like the Black community, so many people are in fatherless households, didn't go to school, and around teachers and teachers telling them and have discipline. Why you think a lot of guys now in our community don't have any respect for men, because a lot of these guys out here are angry at their fathers. That's why they're so quick to shoot other men. That's why they don't have no type of regard for listening to other men. So, like I said, it's going to have to come to a point where if things are going to change, it's going to have to be where men, you know, come to a like it's gonna have to be like a rites of passage in our community, where men go through a rites of passage to say, hey, you're man enough to take on a family, pay bills, do this, take on somebody's daughter, and people in our community be like, okay, so he passed this, so he could be a suitable, you know, husband, father, caregiver, protector, all of that, instead of just, you know, oh, I met you in a club or met you online. Oops, you pregnant. Let's run and get married. Or, you know, that type of shit, that the degenerate shit that we do in our community
Hey,
now.
It hit me hard.
hey,
But
Oops, you're pregnant. Ooh.
why did it hit you hard?
Oh, I mean, I know that that's people's lives. You know what I mean? And man, the way you just said it, I mean, it's just how it plays out from people that I see on social media. You know,
hey,
they
some
just-
people be successful out there. Oops,
Yeah.
it make them mature and grow up.
Yeah.
It changed their lifestyle. But see, I like to look at the 1%ers in lifestyle. I don't like to look at the 99.
What Nancy said, for men to speak like the guy on the spot, but after a nice breakup is when you realize life is not that serious.
She said something else. Things come and go.
Things come and go by.
I can't agree with that, man. Some things is what
Show that first one again. I just want to reread it. For men, is she a man?
nah, I think her
But she
name
says
is
we speak.
we speak like the guy on the spot. What
It might
spot?
be African or something.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The
It
last
threw me
name.
off. Yeah, it threw me off.
Nancy,
Okay.
I don't know Nancy.
You know what? I do feel like this too. I can somewhat agree to what Nancy's saying. Like my last relationship was what made me feel like I don't want to be in a sexual space with someone like that, because it isn't going to bring me what I want. You know, if that person isn't interested in who I am outside of those bounds, I can't say that I'm interested in that person. And so I don't apply hookup culture to myself, and I don't advise women to do that, because it's not going to bring us what we want, if that is a husband, a family, and like, you know, some type of lifestyle where we're settling down. Hookup culture is not going to help us get to that place.
So you saying no sex at all to like marriage, or you mean just like
At this point, I am reserving sex to be either for marriage or for a commitment in a relationship, but that is a hard thing for me. Like, I've already established with myself, these are the things that are going to get me to that place. And so if these things are not present, then I'm comfortable with not having sex with you.
So I got two questions for you.
Yeah.
So since you're reserving sex for a serious commitment or marriage, and you and a guy might potentially talk about sex or sex you had in the past, what if that guy feels as if you don't like him as much as you like someone else, the reason that you're holding or withholding sex from him? How do you maneuver that?
So I'm going to answer this question just hypothetically, because I haven't had a man ask me about any sexual partners that I had in the past or feelings about them.
No, what if he just asks, are you a virgin? And you say no.
Yeah, I would say no. Okay. I would say at this point in time, I mean, I'm 28. Like, when I was having sex. I never had sex outside of a relationship up till a point in time within the past couple of years. And so that is where my line stays. I got outside of that bound with someone that I wasn't really, I really liked him. You know what I mean? And I thought it was going to work out, and I thought this was going to be my person, and it wasn't. And so that was the shock that was like, you need to get back to what you were doing. And so that would be the conversation that I had. Like, I've tried to, I won't say I intentionally had casual sex, but like I've been in that space where that was happening, and I was in a space where I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the result I got. I wasn't happy during that process. And so I want to be happy. I want to be moving forward with someone that wants to move forward with me. And I know that men are visual, per their what they say. And I understand that sex is important, but what are other things that are of importance to you too? Because that can't be it. So we have to get to that part for me. That would make me feel comfortable.
Do you think women and men have the same type of dating strategy?
No, I don't, because I think men and women look for different things in each other. I don't think it's like a checklist that is applicable to both. I think that there are some adjacent things that men and women look for in each other: companionship, love, trust, peace, all of those things. But I do think that there are some things on that list that look different for men and women that are on the totem pole, either higher or lower.
Vic,
What's good?
do you think men date better than women?
I'm gonna go with yeah. I feel like we realists. Like,
Yeah.
if a man date a big woman, like he know his woman big and like he know what he getting into. But like I feel like vice versa. I'm just gonna use big as a option. If a woman date a big dude, she might be like, oh, if I go to the gym 5 days a week, he gonna come to the gym with me. He gonna change. Like I think women see, as somebody told me, I think they live in a magical world. Like, as you said, delusional, but like somebody else described it as magical. Like, you just think stuff gonna happen, and sometimes it can, but 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
struggle
I
be
do
real.
agree.
So if both of y'all agree that men date better, how do men constantly seem to get the short end of the stick when it comes to relationships?
Because we let the women dictate.
I feel like I don't know men that are not having a good time dating right now. So I guess like from social media, I think that they are like choosing from women that don't want to choose from, you know what I mean? Like, they're choosing women that aren't interested in them. And I think that's why they are having a hard time. Like, they're trying to be a chameleon. They're trying to fit in these spaces that they just don't fit in, or fit in with women that aren't interested in them. And so they don't have a good time. But I think that men do have really good dating practices because they are very clear about their boundaries. So if I meet a man and he's like, hey, I'm not interested in a relationship, I just want to have fun, I just want to chill, I just want to kick it. A woman could be like, oh, he's a nice guy, he got these qualities that I like, he's handsome, he's attractive. I can convince him that I'm the girl that he should change his mind about. And then after the 8 months or 6 months, and she's like, hey, where we at? We've been hanging out for a minute. I like you. I want to get in a relationship. And he was like, hey, I told you 8 months ago.
He'll be like, you trying to go get something
Yeah.
to eat?
And so I do think that men are realists.
Charles said he's not having fun dating.
I ain't gonna lie.
A good time.
To be
Charles,
honest,
why are you not having a good time
Charles,
dating?
look, I don't agree with none of she just said, not trying to go against you, but yeah, I ain't.
It's fine. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, the people that I'm around, I don't have many guy friends that are having difficulty dating. And I don't have many girlfriends that are having difficulty dating either. But I do have, interactions on my social media, and I do understand that they are having a bad time. And I feel bad. It's like I'm on the outside looking in because I'm not having a bad time.
Marquita said men date different, not better.
What's Marquita?
That's my aunt.
Oh, I ain't see it. Oh.
Hey, girl.
Can you tell us what you mean by that?
I just feel like they're having a good time is like, I don't know.
D said he don't either. So D, you not having a good time while you're dating?
It's
so sad.
The struggle be real.
D, can you list like what's going on with your dating?
Dear Mr. Tenderoni.
Oh, it may be his location. Is that the one you said was in a different country?
Yeah, my
Yeah, he
man's
played
in
basketball
Macedonia.
overseas.
It may be your location, love. I don't know though.
She said, "Cause you're in Macedonia, you got with Jesus sandals and a robe."
No. I mean that I think the location plays a part in like the cultural norms with dating too.
Well, my
right?
other homeboy live in Atlanta.
Oh, he does. Okay, Atlanta. Homeboy, chime in the
Chuck,
chat.
that's Chuck. He
Okay.
said, I'm not having a good time, but yeah.
Is Chuck Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Okay.
bad. I be calling folks by their name.
Okay. So yeah, Charles, please list what's going on with your dating.
Yeah. I just feel like it's just, I don't know. Another thing I can say is like, I realized on the other day because I went on a date, and I feel like when we was like in our 20s to go on dates, it was like even if you want a girlfriend, the excitement was smash. D'Ariel, Dariel, but you
The
gotta
fa-
have a
it was what?
apostrophe.
Smash.
Yeah, it was the smash. That was like the excitement. But like now, for the relationship, it's like I don't know. It's just different. It's put in Franklin, put his last name, and it should pop up. But it's like it's just different because it's like, of course, you're looking for a woman that you want longevity in, but like longevity ain't gonna come overnight. Smashing somebody could come overnight. You know, it's just weird. Like how,
Where do you meet your candidates?
to be honest, I have really not dated no girls like just randomly walking in the street. Like usually it'd be like I went to the hookah lounge one time with him. A friend of a friend seen me, and they was like, "I think he cute." Whoop-de-whoop. We went out. Older, like a person that I went to college with. We seen each other. Whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah.
High school.
So it's like out at like clubs and stuff.
Nah, like we might be at the mall.
Okay.
I saw somebody at Art on the Rocks. The
Okay.
hookah lounge was just at the hookah lounge, but I don't be out like I don't know. I don't be out like that.
Charles said because nowadays women rush for food, gifts, and bill payment before even trying to know my hobbies.
Mm.
Hold on,
I'm
Not
not
to-
laughing at you, Charles, but it was a bill payment that had me just so.
Not to mention the quality is not as good as the quantity out here.
Mm.
I'm
Is
sad
that
for
is that a sex comment?
I think we picky too, but I think Charles is less picky than I am. So if Charles having a hard time, you know, I already know.
So Ashanti, what advice would you give a man on where he should meet quality women? Since you're a woman,
She a good fisher.
you think you hang around good quality women. Where do you and your friends frequent to where men like Vic or Chuck or Charles could find somebody to date?
Y'all be at Books a Million.
Oh, I was at Books a Million today.
I got you. I
Yeah,
said I
I've
was
met
gonna
some
ask.
really nice people at the grocery store. I've
You
met.
look at their boogie.
I don't, but one time he bought my stuff, so it was
Gotcha.
nice. You know what I mean? But it hasn't always been like that. Was one time out of people I've met at the grocery store. The grocery store is nice. I like restaurants, so
What grocery store do you go to? I'm gonna pull up. No, I'm just playing.
I love to go to Publix.
Okay. I don't never
Um,
see no black folks for real in public. I be
yeah.
seeing. I go to Deerfoot, so I
Okay,
don't see sisters in there.
I love to go to Publix. Sometimes Whole Foods. You know what I mean? They have some really nice stuff
Never
in
been
there.
to Whole Foods.
They got like a really
that.
good bar, so you can get something to eat there.
Okay, I have. I think I got the bland chicken. It was like no
Oh.
seasoning.
They have really good tofu. I'm
I
a
got you.
pescatarian, so I don't really eat
I
much
got
other
you.
than seafood.
Okay, Whole Foods, Publix.
Yeah, I've been at some. Probably like my favorite place is like a nice restaurant. You know, where you have a reservation, and I'm there with like maybe one or two of my girlfriends, and we're sitting, and there is a guy's table. You know what I mean? And they find one or all of us attractive, and they are interested in us.
That happened in real life?
Yeah.
That ain't never happened for me. Never. I gotta
Also,
change my ways.
it depends on the restaurant too. You know, in the time of day, strategic. So you can't just be rolling up in there any point in time. But like you want to go at a time where there are gonna be people that are eating, that are celebrating something, that are like,
My dog said Whole Foods bougie.
yeah.
And my other dog said you gotta eat the meat.
I gotta eat the meat. I do. I eat seafood.
Oh.
That's the only meat I'm gonna eat.
Hey D, check your Facebook Messenger.
Also like nice bars. So like rooftop bars, usually like live music, places like that. That's kind of where I go. If I go out to a club or to a hookah lounge or something like that, I may meet somebody there, but to me, it isn't a place that I feel like my husband is.
So when you at this restaurant, is a group of guys. It ain't never no one guy that just walk.
Yeah,
up
sometimes
to the
like
table.
I've been to a restaurant and I just ate at the bar, and there is a guy that has talked to me, and we've like had a good connection or a good conversation, and it turned into something more than that. So yeah, it happens.
What if you want a girl that don't drink?
I don't typically drink out.
Okay.
Like I'm drinking now, but I just socially
So you just
drink.
be at the bar eating.
Yeah, so I'll eat, maybe have tea, maybe a cocktail, maybe, but I really don't drink outside of like super social events.
I got you.
Yeah. So.
Oh, he said he can't do. Macedonia might got that block.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, Macedonia. You know, other countries be having strict stuff. They don't even be showing some of my videos out there. Yeah, these like certain songs they don't play in the club, like certain places. Yeah,
But you know why that is? Because we the land of the free, so they don't care about our society being.
But I was gonna
upgraded,
speak
so.
to the comment about the paying bills thing.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Can you go back to it real quick?
Hey,
Okay.
sometimes women be asking for wigs and stuff.
That's crazy. I know he mentioned like paying bills and stuff. Okay, because nowadays women rush for food, gifts, and bill payment. What? I missed it? You talking about the wigs?
It's an inside joke.
I wouldn't ask for wigs. I ask for microlinks. So, when it comes to women asking for food, gifts, and bill payment, I feel like that's so masculine in a sense. Like I don't ask to go out. I don't be asking the man, hey, when we gonna go out to eat? Never. I don't typically ask for gifts or for my bills to be paid. Like I've had my bills paid before, but it came from just somebody being like, hey, you need anything? And I'd be like, oh yeah, da 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 da. This is what I need. They'd be like, oh, cool, but if they were gonna give it to me or not, like I'm not depending on you to pay my rent.
Oh, I'm here. Like I understand. Like I don't know. Some women do ask for it, but I mean, like most women, the women that I date don't ask for it.
Yeah.
So
and
I feel you.
I have a conversation too with my partners about like their love language and stuff like that, because I think it's important for me to understand like how you receive love. So if that's at words of affirmation or quality time or whatever it is, I think that's important. And I always share mine. Mine is like gifts. I love gifts. I feel like when you go out, even if you're like, in Belize or Cozumel or anywhere, and you're like, hey, I think Ashanti would really like this. Like that makes me feel good.
Oh yeah.
Flowers makes me feel good.
Usually I
just him thinking about you.
Yeah, it's a thoughtfulness. I mean,
like,
I love to get my rent
Cozumel,
paid.
you with me?
Yeah.
Oh, you love to get your rent paid.
Yeah.
But then Charles just talk about the
But what
bill
I'm
pay.
saying,
she not
I'm
asking
not
for it.
asking for that.
I got you,
I mean,
I
that's
got
a great like, hey, you
Oh,
got
if he
everything
offer,
you
he just
need. No, I don't.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I need something. And so if they're generous and they're like, hey, you can take this and take care of what you need, or I know you're working hard. Go get your nails done. Go get your toes done. Go get your hair done. I like those things. That communicates that you care about like my well-being. I work in the beauty industry, so it's important for me to be presentable. And so if I didn't had a hard weekend, I worked 12 hours on Friday, 12 hours on Saturday, it's Sunday, and Monday I'm kind of chilling. And you're like, hey, I know you've been busy this weekend. Go get your nails done. That makes me feel like you care about how I feel. Like,
so if he don't do that, that means he got bad character. And he don't care about you?
It doesn't mean
No, I'm
that.
asking.
But to me, I feel like if you aren't,
I'm talking about if you was in a relationship with a dude and he wasn't doing it, he don't care.
I would feel like you aren't filling up my love tank.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So I'm like running on E. I don't need you to be cash apping me $1 million every 2 minutes. But like,
you'd accept it though.
Oh yeah, I would. I'm just saying, but like that's not where the bar is. Like you got to be doing this. But flowers is nice.
If you want, but I'm just saying if you weren't doing it, because like Hey, some dudes don't like. A lot of people read the dummies books because they really don't understand stuff, and I feel like women don't really understand sometimes when a man say, "I don't understand." Like I don't understand buying a fly. Like I'm not saying me person, but like
Yeah.
I feel like some men be like, "Hey, I don't understand what you really like. Like I can buy you flowers, but
I've had that. Like, and there are certain things like I know you're learning me, so you're learning what I like and what I don't like. So
timing too. Sometimes we don't move fast enough, and y'all get frustrated.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's
sure.
that's a good question. Let's segue here. Did y'all hear that? Y'all phone?
Yeah,
I
the
thought that
beeping
was
noise.
you.
That is me, but hold on, let me turn.
Yeah, women we
Okay.
are impatient.
Okay, that's what I gotta
But,
ask you,
yeah,
Ashanti.
yeah.
Do women have a good understanding when it comes to time and time frames?
Regarding what?
Relationships. So for instance, women seem to put off relationships a lot later in life nowadays. And seem to think that they can have it all career, husband, kids, and we all know that by the age of 35, that's geriatric pregnancy, and they would advise you not to have kids. Not saying that you can't, but they would advise you, doctors would advise you not to, because that's when your pregnancy is high risk. But it seems that women push off a lot of stuff when it comes to relationships to pursue like careers and stuff like that. But when they meet a man, it seems like they always pushing a man to move faster than what the man is moving or feel comfortable with. But when after they get married, I've seen a lot of women are push off. Oh, I got the man, now I want to push the kids off to like build my career up. You get what I'm saying? So like it's always seen when it comes to timing, men are always most of the time more mellow. We just gonna ride it. I'm vibing, and when it comes to me, it comes. But it seems like, especially when it comes to like that talk of, hey, we've been dating for 3 years now. You need to make a move, or we've been dating for 6 months. You need to make a move. Like putting pressure on men to move faster and stuff like that. Do you think women understand like time frames and stuff like that?
I do think that we do understand time frames. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like it's unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like that there aren't some unrealistic time frames for women to have on stipulations of where they want to be in life. Um, I do have time frames, but I'm typically very clear about where those boundaries lie for me. So I think some of those women that are like off-putting kids or off-putting men or marriage or family life and those things, they probably haven't had that conversation where they know within themselves when they're ready to start. You know what I mean? And so they're operating off of not intention, which is why I was saying, like, hey, do you have a conversation? Like, do you know where you are? Because I feel like when you know, hey, this is my timeline, these are my yeses, and these are my nos, that when it's presented to you, it's going to be easier for you to decipher. Like, I know I'm not getting ready to sleep with you on the first date. So if you proposition me for that, I'm comfortable knowing I
That's lit.
already said no to me. So I have no problem saying no to you. And so sometimes I think those women that have those issues having children, um, like later in life, they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna have kids someday. I'm gonna have kids. I know I'm gonna have kids." They haven't put in the time of like, okay, is you have to schedule this because not all times, but like for me, I do slightly want to schedule when I decide to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I know I want to be married, so I know that I'm not trying to have a baby tomorrow. I know that I want to be at a good place in my career, but I also know that I'm not going to put my career before my marriage. And so if I haven't hit that goal within my career while I'm in my marriage, but I'm ready to have kids, that's going to be a decision that I'm like, well, my family is going to come before my career. But that's a conversation that I had with myself prior to even meeting my husband.
So what's some other things you put time limits on outside of sex and kids?
So like the relationship portion. Like I think within 1 day to 4 months, we should decide to move toward some type of monogamy. And if that's not the space that you're in, that's fine. But I'm going to also open myself up to dating other people.
So day one, you mean like we just met, boom, 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 text message.
No,
monogamy.
like I would say at the first date, I'm usually kind of like, hey, I enjoy spending time with you. Like this has been a great evening. We had a great dinner and we went to the comedy show, blah, blah, blah. What are you looking for in your future? You know what I mean? Like, what does your future hold? Are you dating right now for fun? Are you dating for a relationship? Are you dating for what?
Gotcha.
And so I'm very clear about where I am. And so usually if they're, hey, I'm looking to have a relationship, we're in a casual place. And I'm like, well, I'm cool to keep this casual and like intentionally wanting to get to know each other. But after about 3 to 4 months, I do think that we need to decide if we want to move together into being monogamous and seeing what that space looks like for us, or if we want to, not if it isn't working out. And so if we're in that space where it isn't working out, I'm comfortable with that because I got to know you. You were great. You were not great. I was great. I was not great to you. And we can split ties. And I can continue to date in the pool of other men that I've been dating while I've been dating you, and you can,
Keep fishing.
yeah.
Side question. You been on a lot of first dates?
I've been on many first dates. I've been on many 10th, 11th, 12th dates.
Oh, I've never really been on a first date. And like, I've been talking to women and they've been like, a first date is so special. And I'm like, I've been in some relationships and like 9 times out of 10, we never went on a first date.
First dates are important to me.
Like, and that's why it's like most of the people I date, it be history. Like, it's like I already knew you. And
Yeah.
like, I went on a first date and it's like, what am I doing? Like, I don't know what this is, but like to hear you say
Yeah.
a first date, like saying, I like to hang out with you and we're going to be.
Oh yeah. I
rocking
mean,
out.
first dates are important to me. I feel like it's gonna set the tone of kind of where we are gonna be in life. And so I do go on first dates. Like that's important.
Does it
to me.
matter like where?
Yes.
Why?
Because
It's only food and conversation. That's all you're looking for, right?
Well, no, it's ambiance, it's experience. And I feel like this. I've worked hard in life to be in a certain space. I didn't work hard to go down from that space to go with you. And so I think that
Women
going down. I'm saying like,
hold on.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Don't go.
I'm not done talking.
Women don't go down.
No, we don't.
I
But
don't want to
anyways,
know what
but
I'm saying. Like, what's
also-
going down? Like, if I was like, we going on a date.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
What a
But
burger that's down.
I don't eat meat, so yeah, that's down.
No,
They
I'm
don't have
saying-
anything that I would eat there.
Not
But
you,
no, that's not a date place for me.
Gotcha.
I think that there's a woman that's out there that would love to go, and I think that you would have a good
I'm not gonna
place
take
for
nobody
her.
to
But
Whataburger.
what I was gonna say is, not only have I worked hard to be where I am, but I was raised in an area where, I mean, if I told my dad this man was gonna take me to this place, he would be kind of looking at me like, "Are you going?" Honestly,
I
so
feel it.
You ain't
Yeah.
gotta tell your dad.
I talk to my parents. I'm telling them where I'm going with a man.
I'm just saying you.
Well,
don't have
Hey,
to-
I got a date with this person. My dad is an attorney. He's gonna look you up on
Even if-
Alicorp
even
before
if
I
it's
even
brunch,
go.
Even if it's brunch.
Oh, I love to go to brunch.
No, I'm saying you gonna get
Big
the.
bag
You gonna
breakfast.
tell your dad.
I'm a single woman.
I'm
gonna
don't
tell my
know.
dad
I
where
got
I'm
you.
going,
Look,
yeah.
I don't know this life.
Yeah,
I
I do.
I got you.
I'm close to
And-
my parents. They're not gonna invade my privacy. He's not gonna be waiting outside the
You just said
restaurant.
that man finna look the man.
Yeah, he
up.
is. He's gonna
That's
look you up on
invading your
Alicorp
privacy.
to make sure. No, I'm glad. Are you a sex offender? Do you have any prior convictions? Are you a felon? Those are things that I do want to know.
I feel only criminals worry about that, and I'm not a criminal, so I don't
Yeah,
be worried
I'm not
about
a
that
criminal,
type of
but I'm a
stuff,
father. I'm a daughter of an attorney,
I
so
feel
that
it.
is important to me.
I feel it.
And I don't want to align myself with someone that may have done those things, and I think that's fair. And so, yeah, I do tell my parents if I'm going out. I mean, they're not gonna be waiting in the parking lot, but if I don't text them back in 12 hours and hey, where's the last place you saw her? She told me she was gonna meet John Doe at this place at this time. So yeah.
But no, you're not going down on your standards, and your standards is because you said you want a certain ambiance. So what if a dude was like, "Hey, let's go to Railroad Park and have a picnic on the first date"?
It's not my vibe personally, but
So
I
you
do
would
think it's
you would turn it down.
yeah. I don't feel like it's fun. It's not that it's like above my standard, but I don't think it's fun. I don't.
What about
find
this intimacy we was talking about? We wanna make sure it's personal. We wanna like have some time to eat and have some time to chill. Like,
Yeah,
just
I don't want to
vibe.
sit outside on the grass. It's dirty. Dogs pee out
That's
there.
why you have blankets and stuff
I
like that.
go
but
run
got you.
outside. I like
got
to
you.
run. You want to meet me and run 2 miles? I'll do that.
I got you.
But I don't want to sit on the dirty ground where people have peed and threw up and all kind of stuff has been dumped down there. Dogs have pooped there, and you
But
want me
that's
to sit and
everywhere we
eat?
been about.
I don't sit on the ground.
I'm saying
I sit
chairs
in
too.
chairs.
Like when you go outside of restaurants, like it ain't nowhere clean no more. Not going against what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm just my mindset very different. Like I just feel like as long as
Mhm.
it's conversation, and we both being genuine and it's food.
We can have
I feel like
conversation in
it's
more than
first
just a
date.
park.
Yeah. But usually when it's a date, I feel like it's the man's idea. Like I don't feel like usually a woman say, "Hey, let's go on this first date here."
You know what? To be honest, I've never had anyone like in real life suggest that
I
to
know.
go.
I'm
Went to
here.
the park.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I've never suggested go to a park either.
Like I ain't never had
I'm
nobody
here.
call me up. Hey, what you doing Friday? I was thinking
Or
about taking you to go
I've
get
never
coffee.
suggested a coffee date either.
Like I haven't.
But see,
I went on a coffee date and then drank coffee. So
but it's crazy because I didn't know anything about coffee dates or park dates until reading your comments. And it was like, just to be a contrarian to what you say, I just, busting your balls basically. But then it's like thinking about it, I've never asked a woman to do that. I've never even been on a coffee date or a park date. But then I seen so many women in your comment section going at you like, what's wrong with a coffee date? What's wrong with a park? I'm like, people are really doing this? Like I was shocked.
Buffer dates.
That is a buffer date.
What's a buffer date?
A buffer date is categorized as a 30 minutes or less date that costs $10 or less. It is a way for you to get a feel of the person and decide if you want to bump her up to maybe a 50-50 date or even I'll pay for your meal date.
See, I don't
know none of that. Like,
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't know nothing about
personally,
that.
me personally, like I like to eat good. I like nice restaurants. So like I'm gonna I don't have a problem with spending money on the woman. Like
Chuck said, can the gym count as a date?
Oh, let's go to Pilates for sure. You can set your card up on the account and everything and book the session, and it would be so fun. I love Pilates.
How y'all gonna talk?
At Pilates, we can talk after the class. Have you done Pilates? You're not talking during Pilates.
That's what I do yoga. I don't do.
But yeah, like we can go to Pilates and like we can go to Empower that's in Mountain Brook, and then we can walk right around, and they have this really cute like salad place, and we can get like a chopped salad and eat afterwards for sure.
I thought the date was about talking though, like conversation.
We can talk.
That's why I don't go to movie dates.
So
you can't talk.
I was telling him on a different segment, I like compound dates. So I like to enjoy the time, the evening, the midday, the morning with you, not just doing one thing. So typically if I go out, it's like maybe at least 2 things that we're doing at the same time, So we're going to go do Pilates, and then we're going to go to get acai bowls or something like that. Or we're going to
go. What about G League then Hush?
What's G League?
Basketball game.
A game? That would be nice. Hush. It's not really my style, but I think it's a girl out there.
That jump was cool. I feel like that's like I want to be on chill, but I'm not going to Hush. Like that was a Sunday thing.
Yeah,
Sunday be chill, but nah.
So
I don't know about this first date life, but I'm gonna have to keep figuring it out.
Yeah.
Let's move to the next topic.
All right.
We're probably gonna finish it. I'm gonna let people ask some questions because we got questions up there.
Okay.
So why do women feel the need to be strong? And before we get to answer that question, I'm going to share a video.
Okay.
And y'all tell me what y'all think about this video.
And you got to define what you mean by strong too. In which ways?
All right.
Chuck gonna take you on a gym date too.
Let's go to Empower.
He in Atlanta.
Oh, in Atlanta, yeah. Let's go to Pilates.
Chuck.
And then we can go get a chopped salad.
Slide in her DMs, Chuck.
Says women become unhappy as they get older. Well, the flip side, men get happier as life goes on. Now, the researchers.
I like to stay there.
I don't know if he at work or not, but.
Oh, okay.
I got Chuck. Slide in her DMs, bro.
A couple of economists,
Let me
by
know,
the
'cause I
way,
have
they
to
say
filter
it
through and find
happens
his.
when we each turn 48.
Not the
And of the
way.
major factors coming down, it's all about.
She got the.
There is a new study out today that says women become unhappy as they get older. Well, the flip side, men get happier as life goes on. Now, the researchers, a couple of economists, by the way, they say it happens when we each turn 48. And of the major factors coming down, it's all about money. Now, what's that all about? We're going to debate it. Mark Rudolph is a no-nonsense man, and Tracy Burns, our Fox Business reporter, joins me to tell us what's really going on. Tracy, this is true.
Come on.
I mean, come on.
All right, first of all,
Don't get me started.
I know you've missed me, Mark. First of all, this study was conducted by mostly men. And when men conduct anything, they talk about their finances because men judge themselves by the size of their wallet, toys, dare I say. So you put all your toys together in a parking lot and it makes you happy. If they were to ask other questions in this study about spirituality, about the other aspects of our lives, that women would have taken over. I mean, first of all, a woman hits her sexual prime at 35. Things get much better for us.
Hey, I'm 35. This is good for me. All right, Mark, all right, go nuts, because I know you're going to go nuts.
Well, first of all, you're presuming that unhappiness in women begins in middle age. I'd say it starts when she's a little girl, when she starts that happiness derives from shoes, jewelry, boob jobs, and pedestals. And what's interesting, come on, Alexis, and then you have boys who are taught that they're supposed to make girls happy. I was on the radio 2 weeks ago in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the host related a story. He overheard his son and daughter talking. So brother goes to sister and says, "How come you always have money and I don't?" And she says, "That's simple. I have a boyfriend and you have a girlfriend." The fact of the matter is, boys are taught that they're supposed to make women happy.
No, he's actually living in the dark ages.
There's that.
I'm not living in the dark ages. This is reality. And if either of you women has ever dated women, you would know what I'm talking about. But you pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, Mark,
so what's happening in middle age? What's happening in middle age here is that women who bring 70% of divorces are divorcing the men that they never wanted to marry to begin with. And so now that's what's making the men happy.
That's interesting because we control the household spending, don't we? Because we're working more than ever. All right, let's get back to the survey, though, all right? Because basically what they're saying is that we are happier in our early adult life and that women are more likely than men to fulfill their aspirations earlier related to material goods and family. That is true, wouldn't you say, Tracy? And a good thing. It takes men longer to figure out what they want to do in life.
Well, I just think this whole notion of basing your happiness on material goods is part of the problem, hence part of the reason that this thing was run by men in the first place. If there were women on the panel,
Tracy.
They would, ask any woman if she would choose her car over her children, and she'd take the kids any day, whereas I would question a lot of men out there, quite frankly.
Tracy, I can't
There's a
believe what I
reason
just
that
heard
women
you
live
say.
longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner. When you have women going around,
you're divorced.
Tracy,
She left you. Let's put that on the table if you want to play this game.
Tracy,
Yes.
when women go around comparing their engagement rings to show off who got the most carats,
Oh, I don't know where you
tell me
find
that
these
women don't
women.
compete.
Mark,
Don't
I don't know
tell
where
me
you
that women
find these
don't
women. The
compete
women
on
I know do
material
not care
possessions.
about that kind of stuff. Mark,
All right,
knock it out, Mark.
Women compete on houses, divorce settlements, carrots, country clubs. Women compete on money all the time. Give me a break.
Wait a second.
in your life, buddy.
Well, Mark, wait a second. The stature of a lot of men is measured in the car they drive, the golf country club they belong to, and very much the place they live in. You have to admit that.
And whether or not their wives are staying at home and not working. That's exactly what I said at the beginning. That's because men are taught that the men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's
Oh
his
my
own fault.
goodness, Mark,
Everybody
I'm
has to make
unhappy
himself
just
or herself
listening to you. You're giving me
happy.
such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son
Well,
that he
that's
should be
wonderful. But
attracted.
Tracy, you're
to
the
a
same
woman.
one. You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money, yet you're taking alimony.
Ooh.
I have 3 children.
Okay, Mark.
So, but you don't need a man's
Okay, all right,
money.
well, that's it. That's it.
Hey, they were throwing
There
some
is a-
shots, bro.
Hey,
Is this a parody?
no,
Nah,
this
that's
is fine.
real.
This is real.
That's real. I'm gonna start throwing shots at you so we get our views up. You ready?
Try it.
She said
we
try it.
we don't need that. We
I'm
need good,
positive. You already
educated
said I'm a
content.
good person. I wouldn't throw shots at you.
I know you won't.
She said
she
try
said, I know
it.
you
I
won't
know
like-
she
like-
sounded
like you know
confident.
better.
God, dog.
God, dog.
Hey. It's
So
all right, though.
when I say why do women feel the need like they have to be strong?
She was strong earlier when she lifted that bag.
No. I'm a damsel in distress outside of that. Help me.
So
I can't.
there
help
was a
you.
post on Facebook. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go find it real quick so I can read it.
I hope it's not mine.
No, it's not yours.
Okay.
It's not. It's not
I
yours.
got flamed yesterday.
Dang, what you got flamed on?
Not gonna talk about it.
Let me be a
today.
fly on the wall. I'm finna follow you on social media. Nah, I already follow you on Instagram because you was on the podcast.
Oh, you do? I don't.
It
feel like it's
says y'all have the weirdest flexes on here. I raised 5 kids on my own with no help, all while working 2 full-time jobs. We're not the same. Well, thank God, ma'am. That sounds miserable. And I posted, do you want to cook it?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's what I mean when I say, why do women feel the need to be strong? Do they feel like they have to take on all of this burden? Is a lot of the burden that they're taking on, is it self-inflicted? Is it better ways to lighten your load? Should women try to practice their femininity more? Do men put women in these situations to have to be strong? Do women feel like they don't need a man, so they put themselves in situations where they have to be strong? Does society make women strong, or does society teach women they have to be strong, or switch roles with a man to try to be more masculine, or be the man in the relationship? Or when we see Father's Day come up, we see women say, I'm the father and the mother. Like, what do y'all think about though? What I said?
So, to answer your question, I do feel like there are circumstances that predetermine where we're going to be in life, up until a certain point. So, let's say that there was a single mother that had a daughter and she had multiple kids, but the eldest was a daughter and she was responsible for, raising some of the kids because her mom was working most times during the day and during the night. But I will say I would say just, for sake of this conversation, post being the age of 21 and up, I do feel like there are decisions that we do make as women that determine where we're going to be in life, and that does come with having children. If you have children, um, you know, too early, it could put you in poverty. You know what I mean? If you are not in a financial place where you can take care of that, you're going to be playing catch up. And so I think that some women have made decisions that have put them in places that make them have to be strong. I think that they are aligning themselves with men that are used to women being strong. They're used to that strong Black mother that is single and struggling and fighting, and they are so lax in that relationship. And so she doesn't feel that she has the opportunity to be feminine, because when she's with you, you are so feminine that she has to, step up and become more masculine. I think that there are more things. I also think that sometimes women lack an example of being feminine. I was blessed to have not only my mother, but my aunts, my grandmother, people in my family that are in their femininity. You know what I mean? They're soft. They are not sending out their husbands at family functions.
Blessings.
You know what I mean? Like, they have different dynamics, across my family, but they are able to be confident that their husband is going to show up for them.
You're gonna stand the ground for the family.
And I think that there are some women that are not, they don't have that experience. You know what I mean? They don't have that example. And so they show up in the world as being hyper masculine. I can do everything. I can take care of 5 kids, work 5 jobs, and I'm cool. And you're insignificant because you don't have kids and you don't have 5 jobs. But girl, you got yourself in that position. You know, you had sex with men that were not married to you or bound to you in any type of way to be obligated for those kids. And oftentimes when I hear women that say they're taking care of everything, they choose not to even get any financial support from the parent, from the father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that that's a pride thing because they saw their mom do it all without help from their dad.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, God forbid I ever have a kid and me and my husband divorce, he is going to be present physically and financially for our family.
Birthdays, school visits, all that. I'm here.
I mean, all of that. It's not for me. I'm not trying to take your check and go have a nice house and not give anything for the kids. But this is for the well-being of my baby. So if it's going to take for us to come together and you to give some finances for our child to have a great life independent of us being together, you better bet. You better bet that you're going to be doing that either, you know, legally, or we can come to an agreement with a contract and some stipulations. But you're going to be present. And so I think it's when we, as women, we let the ball just drop short in front of us and we don't speak up or advocate for ourselves.
Why don't women use social media as a learning tool? And what I mean by that is, why do we still have baby mamas in 2022?
That I don't know. But I did say something today. A lot of women that disagree with me, and especially on my Facebook posts, they don't have situations that I desire. They don't get on there and say, oh, he took me to the park and we have a great lifestyle. And even just swiping through your profile pics that I see that you're no, because we had the thing. Remember, like I had the thing about the park. Okay. But I don't see women on my profile that's like, oh, he took me to the park on our first day and we ate a Lunchable. And I'm like, oh, girl, you in the space I want to be in. Like, no. You're actually making me want to stay away from parks because your posts don't look happy.
Shots fire. I'm gonna have to load some shots fired.
Oh, you need to play that Kanye. You don't got all the ideas, right?
Oh yeah, I do need to put it on there.
You know how to answer this way, but yeah, like literally, there are women that disagree with me. They don't have quality standards. They don't even portray any aspect of a lifestyle that I desire, and it makes me want to stampede. I want to turn into Flash on the route that I'm going because if this is what you did to land where you are,
I'm gonna stay far away from it.
Absolutely.
But
I'm gonna keep going on park days.
Vic, why you think we still got baby mamas in 2022?
To me, people just want to be tricked. I feel like that's.
You think people want to be tricked?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's not the best verbiage or how you would say, but like I just feel like. Almost, I guess I put my job into this. We read a book, you know, I'm sure everybody probably heard it, but it's about the king that the two dudes come into the city and they tell them they're gonna make him a robe, you know, and they get all this.
Emperor's New Robe?
Yeah. The Emperor's New Robe, but I ain't gonna say the name. But anyway, the Emperor's New Robe, and you know, they tell them they're gonna make him an outfit. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. And people like, they was going against it because they didn't want to look dumb. But obviously saying that you'll see something that you don't see, you end up looking dumb. But it took a little kid to say the king naked for everybody to realize the king was naked. So like I feel like a lot of people just in this, I don't know, like everybody looking for something, but they going in the wrong way and looking for it. Like you say like somebody in a breakup, some people like, oh, I'm finna smoke my way out of this. I'm gonna drink my way out of this. I'm gonna sleep my way out of this, you know. I'm gonna have sex my way out of this. But it's like, at the end of the day, after you done had sex, drink, and smoke, you still single. So it's like you still in it. So like, but then you got some people say, I'm gonna find success. I'm gonna make this my success story, you know. But with the baby mamas, it's like, I don't know either. Cause niggas game is not that amazing from what I'm hearing at the different jobs and the places I be
That's
at.
the crazy part about all of this. It's like women bash men so much, right? I think we've all have a bashing thing, but women bash men so much, and social media is ever present in most of our lives to see the repercussions of what a baby mama lifestyle looks like.
Terrible.
So why are women still signing up with these men that have no future, aren't trying to do anything? Like in Tennessee, you have 3 men who fathered 83 children with 46 different women, and these men are in and out of prison. Like, why is this happening?
I think it's a cycle. You know what I mean? I think it's a cycle.
Dang.
If I had a child outside of marriage, I would be the first woman in at least the 4 generations before me that have done that. I would say, looking at my immediate family, I have one aunt that has a child outside of marriage.
That you know of.
Well, I mean, I know all my aunts.
I'm saying, well, I got you.
But you know what I mean? Like, she is the only person that had a son outside of being married. But it is just a repetition for us to be married and have kids. And so I grew up with that image of husband and wife and kids. Even being in the military early on, the family dynamic was husband, wife, and kids, or a single person. And so with that just being instilled in me, there is nothing that looks appealing to have a kid outside of my marriage, because I don't know an example of what that looks like. Like my aunt, but I would say she isn't particularly in a situation that I personally desire to be in. You know what I mean? And so it looks like, hey, listen, learn. I don't have to go through it. I don't have to touch that eye to see it's hot. You know what I mean? Like, I get it.
But some people like to touch it.
Yeah. But some people don't know the iron is hot
Dang.
Like
because
they,
everybody touching it.
Dang.
like
Yeah,
they
but that's
say,
yeah,
smart
follow the lead.
men,
Yeah.
smart men learn from their mistakes. Wise men learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I think is the issue now. We got so much that we can look at and see. Hey, if I do this, it's going to lead me down a lifestyle of this. I know we have success stories, but those stories are far and few between. And what happens is those success stories get glorified so big to kind of outshine the 20 baby mamas over here. What?
I don't know if you saw my social media, that girl that cursed me out and she
Dang.
made a threat to me and all that kind of stuff.
Dang.
We got to
Hold
talk
on.
about that.
I
but
gotta
go
go get
ahead.
my pistol.
I do, like I was mentioning it to her. Why is it that like you can struggle and be glorified and people can find so much like influence and power and resignation with you struggling? But I was in a situation where I had a parents that provided me a certain platform where I didn't have to struggle, but my accolades are not valid or valuable because I didn't go through the same type of
'Cause you ain't get
hardship.
it out the mud.
But see, the
Basically,
thing
yeah.
is, that doesn't mean that I didn't go through things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I came from a situation where I didn't have to, for the example, sleep on a mattress, doesn't mean that
A
I
air
didn't
mattress.
a air mattress doesn't mean I didn't struggle in life. And it doesn't mean that because you did sleep on the air mattress that your struggles are more valid
Yeah.
than mine.
I feel like that part people
I-
praise it because it's more recognizable. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
and then too, it's like if you put in a certain position, I don't want to sound like I don't want to be the bad guy, but like
Speaking
just saying like the 2-parent household, the parents that invest into you, like I'm just gonna use that as example. Like I feel like when people see that, they like you can't fail. Like you always got some behind you versus a person that's got nothing.
So basically, you're
behind
saying
you.
people like they have a safety net.
Yeah, like or like I'll say Caucasian people, like they say become entrepreneurs. But like if a Caucasian person knows his grandfather has a grant or a bond that they can fall back on, and they become an entrepreneur, the business fail. Okay, you got that. But then as a black person, you become an entrepreneur and like it's either make it or
Yeah.
broke.
But I do feel like too though, that's out of my control.
True,
You know what I
but
mean? Like I didn't choose to be going to my parents.
yeah.
This is what I got and this is what I worked with.
Wow.
That's what you got and that's what you worked with.
Yeah.
I
So
think
why is it that mine is invalid?
It's not
in
invalid.
comparison
It's
to
just not
yours?
celebrated. It's
Well,
like
what I'm saying is just compared to that post.
I think it kind of is invalid the way from what the young lady was saying on that post about her from what she was referring to.
oh, see, I
And
ain't see the post.
Okay, so basically,
I can explain it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So there was a post. It was an air mattress. Yeah, you can. There was an air mattress, and the little caption said, "Are you staying? Are you leaving?" It was an air mattress. It was a television on the ground, and there was like Coke cans on the ground.
You staying or you leaving?
I'm leaving. I'm not coming.
What if this after 3
And so,
weeks
look,
of dating?
Invite me out. Don't invite me over till you get it situated. But so the caption that I put,
You ain't sleeping there anyway.
I'm not.
So
So why would I need to come over there?
Why you can't just come
Where am I
visit
gonna sit?
on the air mattress?
Absolutely not.
We gotta get out the mud.
You can.
Oh, so when I get out the mud, then you come.
I mean, we can still go out. I'm just not coming over. Why do I want to go there?
I gotta grab some real quick. Just sit down on the air mattress.
No. Anyways, so my caption, I do like jokes on social media.
I feel you.
So my caption said, "That's why you got to FaceTime or call so you can notice if it's an echo in the background and see like what's going on."
Oh, that mean it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was just joking.
Yeah.
And she like wrote this long paragraph about how she had been on the air mattress with her child. And
and that's even more sad. But go ahead.
Yeah, she had, did that with her kids. She had met a guy who had a truck company and he was like in his home for a month and he was sleeping on the air mattress, and how we're bad for like laughing and looking down on this. And no one was like really looking down. They were laughing at me.
It was a joke and she took
Did the lady marry that man?
Well, no. Here we go. And so I was like, well, I think that's great for you, but why the long paragraph like shaming people for not wanting to be here? Because it's not a problem for me to not want to be here. And it's not a problem for you to want to be here. If you want to go, because it was people in the comments. If you're comfortable, go.
And it seemed, and the crazy part, it seemed like it was a lot of people that were comfortable with
going
with that.
And I don't want to go. And I think that those both should be okay. And so, and she called me the B word and told me I was doing a gold digger experiment.
Call you a bad person?
No, she called me the BITC.
I know I'm messing with you.
And she like told me I was doing a gold digger experiment because I guess I want my man to have a bed and furniture in his home.
And that's crazy that this woman thinks that you trying to be a gold digger when those are just like bare essentials for life.
Wait, do the man got to have a headboard and a floorboard?
I would prefer.
Oh.
But I've dated men that have like platforms, you know what I mean? And their bed is just like pretty minimalistic, like Scandinavian style, which is fine for them. I prefer a headboard, but it's not, I don't really care about those particular things.
I'm just asking because I didn't see the post, but I'm just like, I understand what you're saying, but
she like really was like going in on me, and I was being taunting. I was not. I should have disengaged, but I was like, your grammar is poor, your punctuation's poor. I can't understand.
I love it.
And I was like, I hope you have a good night with your husband, because she was like, I'm married. And married women, relationship women, love to throw in the fact that they are married or in a relationship. But I don't desire that. Like what you have, even from social media, it doesn't look like gold to me.
I got you.
It don't look like I'd be like, dang,
I want to be
Keisha over there with Tommy. I want to be over there with them so bad. No.
Keisha and Tommy, you've been watching Billy.
I've never seen that movie.
Never mind.
But
I
do.
Shanta, you post a lot on that thing.
I do. I know I do. I do feel like she was just like ripping me to shreds, and I got a man, and and I said, well, I hope you have a good night and you stay warm with your man and not the air mattress guy. You know what I mean? Like I was just
shady. I
was in that mood where like, you're not talking to me crazy. So then she made a post directing it at me, saying that she was gonna like I'm not the girl to beef with and all this other kind of stuff. She gonna
fight you like this 2005.
And I told her, I said, girl, I'm not fighting you over no social media drama, like or any comment on a post.
Yeah.
We agreed to disagree. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see you out in public and want to catch a fade. I don't fight, first of all.
You don't argue. You
I
just
don't.
hit that.
I'm not gonna
with
do
a
that
baller.
either.
Okay.
But like,
Man,
I'm
she
not
don't got
that
no
girl
ratchet. I got
that's
you.
gonna be in public. I'm dressed nice. I'm cute. I'm comfortable. And I'm gonna fight you and be drug out of a club or a bar or anything. That may be a space that you're comfortable in, but you're not gonna see me there. You're gonna see me in the court or something like that. That's where you gonna see
You gonna
me at.
you gonna make them feel it.
Absolutely.
I got you.
Yeah, you gonna be back on the mattress.
Dang, she's so sad. Look, next time you get in an argument with anybody
So?
on Facebook, I want you to take a picture of your water bottle and just right now, just with the straw in it and all that, and they
My
gonna
metal
know.
straw.
They gonna know.
Yeah.
Don't mess with you.
Please.
I ain't never seen
But
it
like,
in my life.
I do feel like she got the brunt of my frustration just with women in general
Yeah.
that make me feel badly because I don't want to do certain things that they do.
I'm here. Like, I understand your standards.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything you say, but I understand it because my friends would say I'm picky, which that's
Mhm.
always good, you know. But also, like, I've came to the realization, like, certain things you can't be picky on if you're not doing it yourself.
Right.
So, like, a lot of things that I wasn't doing that I would require, like, I changed up. But I don't feel like everybody like that. I feel like when it comes to relationships, people like, I want you to have a 6-pack. I want you to be in the gym. I want you to eat fish. I want you, and then you eat church's chicken. You go to the gym once a week. Like,
Yeah.
nah, but at the end of the day, it's like I wouldn't even been in that argument that long. Like,
You want me to tag you in it?
he ain't gonna find it.
Yeah, tag me in it.
Okay.
But on sad, the mattress
I'm
though.
going down, but my computer slide. I need to get a new one.
It's okay.
But I do want women to understand the struggle though. That's one thing I can say.
But I'm gonna tell you this: I haven't experienced a struggle, and it depends on what struggle you're
You
talking
say you
about.
haven't or you have?
Like, I have experienced like personal struggle, but what type of struggle are you referring to?
Like, I mean,
The thing is, I watched Corey Holcomb. He said something today. He said, I grew up in Chicago. It is very rare that fathers were in anybody's household when I grew up. To have that type of understanding, to understand, everybody knows a 2-parent household is going to be the best for kids. Point blank, period. It ain't about the man being better, ain't about the woman being better. But when two people, a man and a woman, is in that household, and you can have 2 incomes or a good, traditional lifestyle, that's going to be better for rearing children. That's just a fact, And so in our community, we got so far away from like traditional stuff that when you tell a person you were raised with 2 parents, that's wild, or that's something that you don't it's rare to see.
I don't think that that's true though.
It is pretty rare though.
To be in circles, you got to understand. You're speaking from a circle standpoint, but from a statistic standpoint, that is rare.
I can agree, but I'm just saying, like, for me, it is foreign to hear that my friends' parents aren't together, because I grew up with a lot of friends, even people that I went to high school with, that
What high
parents
schools
are
you went
married.
to?
I went to Shays Valley.
Well, yeah, that's different.
But I'm just saying, like, and so the majority of people that I know come from households that are in a 2-parent household.
And I'm gonna say this: if you in church too, a lot of people that go to church, I could think of, grew up in a 2-parent household.
There's a couple people that didn't, but yeah.
But even statistically, if you make over $250,000, your divorce rate decreases. It's like a 20% divorce rate, even though they've glamorized it in the media when millionaires and billionaires get divorced. And then if you have a strong religious background, your divorce rate decreases drastically too. So that's why growing up, I can say in church, it was a lot of people that I grew up with in church. I can think of had a 2-parent household. But when I go to school, I think that's when it varies. It's like I'm seeing a lot of people. I can think of like people that I grew up that were just playing down the street with me. Only one of them had a 2-parent household. I can name their name. It's probably 4 guys when I was growing up from elementary to middle school that I would play with, and none of them had a father in the household.
I can think of the people that grew up on my street and like growing up at my parents' house. Every person that had kids were married to the parent. You know what I mean? And so I think it does, like, statistically, that is fact. But like proximity of that is just different. Because you grew up where you may be around people that had one parent in the home, a mom probably. And that's not invalid. But I'm just saying that's not my perspective. And so it's not even my perspective to I don't know anybody, to my knowledge, that grew up sleeping on an air mattress or at any point in time of their life, like, had an air mattress. Because the friends that I have
But this picture right here.
don't.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a picture.
Well, now I ain't grow up on an air mattress, but I did have a struggle period in my life.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only thing like that too, like I mean, it's different too. Like that's you choosing that. You choosing that lifestyle because them floors are very nice, and that's you can look at the roof. That roof isn't really low, so that's a big room.
Mm-hmm.
So that's either somebody's living room, but it's still a nice area that they living in.
Oh, you know what? That is definitely subjective too.
I can't say that's an assumption. I feel like that's facts.
Well, there are some people that come from households
but-
that have two parents that don't have a great experience.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like by majority, most of the time.
Yeah, I would say majority wins, but I do think that there could be a toss up too.
I would say
That's like rich
if
kids
you
too,
if
though.
I think if we boiled it down and we had a survey and we talked to people in mental states, for the most part, people that grow up in a 2-parent household, we would probably deem them, as growing up in a good household. Now there is certain things that are subjective, like if I have heard people say, my daddy used to beat my mom, so she was scared to leave. I've heard those statements. You know what I'm saying? So it is subjective, of course, like a lot of things is. But for the most part, if you grow up in a 2-parent household, for the most part, it's better off. You have a better off lifestyle. And then also, you always have a check and balance. When you have two people in the household, there's a check and balance. When you were raised by a father or mother, one or the other, the father thinks he's going to do best for the kids, and the mother's going to think that she's going to do what's best for the kids. But you don't have the other person say, hey, baby, maybe we should do it this way. Maybe we should do it that way. And vice versa. If it's a father raising a kid, like the mother could say, hey, baby, you might be a little too rough with the discipline right here. You might need to, tone this down. Maybe you should use this tone. Maybe talking to them would be a little bit better. So having two parents in the household is that check and balance that parents need, and to discuss the best ways to rear or raise a child going forward. And I think when you have those conversations with these people on Facebook, you always got to keep that in mind, is these people most of the people that are having an issue with what your standards are not going to come from a background that you come from.
They don't.
And so that's why I think even just that background and that upbringing, I think that's why a lot of women come at you the way they do, because they have to be hard. They have to be combative. They have to. Why two women disagreeing with each other have to lead to a woman calling you out of your name and wanting to fight you?
Yeah. That's so masculine. I don't know this woman at all. And she even says she's seen me outside, which maybe she has, but I don't feel like we frequent the same areas. Just looking at her profile.
But that might be a reason why she feel like she could approach you or say something to you like that. She might have seen your presence, or she might not. Or Shanti's not on that type of time. She's not going to fight me. Or she's seen you and got jealous, or the way you carry yourself, the way that you look. You might grace a event a certain type of way that she doesn't have, or have a certain presence that she doesn't have. Because people pick up on those type of things. And so just her saying she's seen you out, she might have seen you out, and might have picked up on your vibe and seen that you can move and work a room a certain type of way that she can't. So those things, because from the outside looking in, people can see what kind of favor that you have in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people don't like to acknowledge that, but sometimes you'll be walking in a certain type of favor that most people can't even comprehend. Like you could be in a situation right now that 100 people can go through, and you're the only one that make it out this situation. People are looking like, how did this person make it out this situation unscathed, or come out clean as they did in this certain situation? And a lot of times they'd be God divine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's not even just kind of go deeper spiritual, but certain people just have that it factor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so her saying that she's seen you out, and then coming to Facebook, and then just because you post the air mattress, and now she's talking about she's sleeping on the air mattress with her children.
Right now?
No, she said it in the thing.
She have.
But yeah, she said she has slept on an air mattress with her children.
Ooh.
Do you know how hard those floors is when the air mattress goes down? Because the air mattresses don't stay up long.
You know what? And honestly speaking, if she had come on there with a different energy and was like, man, y'all knocking this person down. Like, I've been there with my kids and it was hard, but I'm blessed now. I'm in a house. I'm married. I got, I moved forward. I'm like, dang, girl, like, that's great for you. This was just a joke.
Struggle.
Yeah, like, I'm glad that you got your babies in a better situation and you're married to a man that's, helping you take care of those kids. I would congratulate that, but it was the tone of just trying to make me feel bad because I don't want to sleep on an air mattress. I even said in another post, if my boyfriend had an air mattress and he was living in Birmingham, he had an air mattress and he was like, baby, come over, I would tell him, stay at my house. I'm up, baby. You know what I mean? Like, I know your furniture.
Wait.
I know your furniture being delivered.
Wait. God, dog. So if my man sleep, you just said you a savage. I'm a
no, baby. Like, if he is in a situation, he's moving from out of state, his furniture is being delivered late, or it's pushed back.
Let's
we
take
ain't
the moving
saying the moving part.
Take the moving
some
part
niggas
out.
have to struggle.
Yeah,
rent is
struggling.
expensive.
He's been struggling 6 months.
Rent's expensive.
Okay, let's take the scenario. You dating a guy, right? You never been to his place, but you vibing, kicking. He's spending money on you, and from outside looking in, he seems well put together. And he always, for some reason, y'all always go on dates and chill, at restaurants. And then, you get comfortable with him, so you start hanging out at your place. But you never seen his place. And then he says, you come to my place, and you walk in on that. What's your next move? You leaving, but you vibing, you kicking. He's spending money on you like you want to. What questions would you have for a guy like that?
When is your delivery date? Did they push it back?
So she not gonna accept that nigga living on the mattress.
So because this is the thing.
Your thing.
So what if he say it's gonna be here in a year?
So you wouldn't ask,
why, you ain't gonna be there in a year?
Why are you taking me on dates and you live like this?
I would assess that. I mean, I guess it's hard for me to put myself in this scenario.
Yeah.
Because I don't really date men that would be in this scenario.
How you
at
know
all.
though? You can't.
You can know.
You can't know.
And I FaceTime you. Like,
they got a whole thing called a Twitter Tinder swindler.
But you said like FaceTime.
I mean, yeah, the Tinder swindler.
What you mean?
They never went to his home though.
But you don't. We said okay. So at this point in your life, you saying no sex, cool. So we going on all these dates. You never really the house really not
like
coming
I've
up.
hung out with guys at their house before.
I got you. But if I'm not inviting you, you gonna invite yourself over?
I just feel like I'm gonna FaceTime you.
Okay, and I'm sitting on a bed. How you gonna know it's an air mattress?
You're moving around, and if I can tell by the proximity of drop, if you're hitting the
on.
ground or if you're hitting a bed.
Niggas is creative. I'm just saying, like, I understand what you're saying, but niggas can play the game. Like,
if I was smart, I FaceTime you with my head over under the cover.
Or turn the lights out.
Yeah, I'm hanging up.
Niggas can trick you. Like,
it's fine.
Hang up. You don't even know.
I'm in the bed.
But what I'm gonna tell you is, this is not a space that I would feel comfortable in.
No. You not knowing, but when you come, you just leaving and it's over right then. After 3 months
of walking
being
in the door.
After 3 months of getting everything you want, you leaving.
And I'm gonna, where am I gonna sit? On the bed that you sleep on the ground? There was nothing in that video except for coke.
Listen, after 3 months of enjoying everything, you dipping. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I don't care. I might not leave the relationship, but I'm not finna reside here.
Oh no. I'm just saying, is you leaving a relationship? That's what I don't. You don't gotta stay in my apartment if you say.
Am I leaving a relationship? No, but we're gonna have a conversation about like what's going on as to why you're inviting me over to a home. Do you actually live here? I would be concerned.
What if he say I'm just struggling?
Because this seems like he's struggling.
I'm struggling.
I'm gonna give you time.
I'm struggling, but I knew your worth. And
I appreciate that. And like my worth is still gonna be just as, in the same place, if not a little higher, as I continue to grow and learn and evolve as a woman. And so I'm gonna give you the space and opportunity that you need to focus on getting your finances together.
So you're gonna give him a deadline?
No. I'm gonna give him a
deadline
time frame. We need to take a break. Yeah, probably so. Because why are you taking me on these nice things? Like, I love gifts, but I don't want that to be taken away from your home. I don't want you to take me to a nice restaurant and and we go out for the evening and we enjoy like, an event, and you spent $300 to $600 for the evening, and like you don't have a dresser or even a nightstand to put your coats
You could have
on.
bought all of that on that one night, on
Yeah.
that one date. Could have probably bought you a bed.
But he
And
coulda-
we've been doing this for 3 months.
But he
I'm-
could have
I'm- I
lost
might-
you. He could have lost you.
Actually,
in them
you
3
know what?
months.
Honestly, I might leave the relationship
See?
because you are showing me
priorities is
that
messed
your
up.
priorities
Right.
aren't messed
Yeah.
up, and I want to have kids, and I can't be having kids with a man that's comfortable taking me out of his Benz and taking me to these nice places, and then we're gonna go and smash on an air mattress.
But
Are you
y'all ain't
crazy?
smashing. If you know.
But I'm just saying,
Look.
like that could be the lifestyle. We got
Okay.
babies,
Yeah.
and we
Oh, you
gonna,
talking about the marriage stuff?
yeah,
But I don't.
no,
Look, I'm not saying that long term. I'm just saying, as a man, you might hit like I'm 34. I hit a rough patch in my life. I quit my job after 4 years. I was like, I can't do this no more.
Mm.
If it wasn't for my family, that would have been my lifestyle.
yeah.
And I would have I wouldn't have want to been single, but I wouldn't have been inviting no girl like come chill at the air mattress.
And that's the thing.
But-
Like, I think relationships shouldn't be your priority. The boardroom needs to be your priority. That
Well,
needs to be where you bullying
my
at,
my
not
pathway
me.
was already happening. Like
Yeah.
it just the money wasn't there yet. So it's like in
Yeah.
that time I'm still wanting to get out. Well, I didn't want to get out, but anyway, if I would want to get out, I'm still gonna get out.
And
I'm
there's a girl that would be happy to be in that
I'm not.
space with
I'm
you.
just saying.
I'm just saying for this scenario.
Yeah.
There's a girl happy in that medium. It was so many in the comment section. And that's why I do encourage men that be debating me. Find love in the comments. Find love in the comments. Don't convince me. Get somebody else to do it.
Because there's a lot of them in that damn comment section. They sing, and like I said, they rough, rugged. They most of them baby mamas got issues.
Niggas don't want that.
They, right now it's low hanging fruit,
I
bro.
know
It's
it.
a lot of low hanging fruit, and
Niggas
that's what I'm
don't want it.
saying. Like, those are issues. Those are things that make women hard. Is you know what? A lot of women don't even know that they low hanging fruit.
They
Dang.
don't.
That is even sadder.
And
A
we
lot
need to
of-
make that a podcast. Do you know you low hanging
That
fruit?
would be a good podcast, but a lot of women don't know that low hanging fruit. Like for instance, being a big girl. Now, Vic, we've been around plenty of men, and we've had this conversation.
Hey, my homegirl already, she already called me about this.
And we know if we in a drought and we just trying to get our rocks off, a lot of men are going to shoot for the big girl. Is that true or not?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, if the woman is ugly, if we deem the woman ugly, and we trying to get our rocks off, and the person that you will try to sleep with to make that happen will probably be someone ugly. Like that's the thing that I think makes women hard too, or feel like they have to be strong, because if you're dating someone or you're in these situations and then you find out that, oh, this man was only with me because I'm a big girl and I'm nice, or he needed a place to stay, or he was just trying to get his rocks off, I'm not as cute. Like what a nigga told us, bro. I ain't gonna say his name. He said,
Hey, she ain't the baddest,
she
but
ain't
she
the baddest,
mine.
but she mine.
Hey, never mind. We just gonna leave it at that. But they have a successful relationship.
But they relationships seem to be
Thriving,
okay.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not desirable though.
Not desirable. No, it's not desirable. But what's desirable for me is different for other people,
Yeah.
because those people are maybe find it fun, maybe find it entertaining. And so I think being strong a lot of times when it comes to people in general at this point is trying to find somebody that they okay with struggling with.
That's the thing.
And
Because
that
there was a
seems
girl.
sad. Yeah, go ahead.
There was another girl that was like, girl, you need to try out the broke dudes. They have the best like sex.
Yeah, because they ain't got shit else to do.
And so she was like, girl, if it was me, on that same post, if it was me, I'll be with him for 2 weeks and co-sign on furniture for him. And then I
can
was
see
like,
that.
I
That's
said, girl,
cool.
I think that's great for you to do
Oh,
that.
that's
Like,
cool. But I don't,
do
girls,
that.
girls that do that, it's like they do it for the wrong dudes.
Yeah, I said, girl, do that.
They
I
always
said, I
be
don't
calling
want to.
that.
I said, I
Oh.
like my man to come with a furnished house,
I got
you know, a furnished place. And she was like, you never know. He might do it to you so well to where you're going to be down at Walmart buying him bath towels.
God, dog.
But see,
that's cool though. But do that for my birthday and Christmas.
I
but
don't think sex is going to drive me to want to buy you anything.
No, I ain't
that-
saying. I'm saying
that's our problem with. That's
just
another
look
problem
out.
at this point now in society. And when you make a post like this, those are things that make women have to feel like they're strong and hard when they have a mindset of sex first. That will always misguide and mislead women. And me and Chris was having this conversation. He said, when you stroll social media, look who has the most posts about sex when you stroll social media. And it's typically women. Women are always talking about dick prints, size, motion in the ocean, wet, gray sweatpants season is upon us. All of this crazy stuff, even when it's about them. Oh, the sundress season. Oh, I ain't gonna wear no drawers. Oh, it's sundress season. With no drawers, sit on his lap. Like, women are always hyper sexual, and it's crazy that so many women are okay with having sex with men that don't have anything. Like, and that's why technology really messed us up, because it ain't no way in hell if you took contraceptives away and abortion away and condoms away, women would be like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he can have sex with me good. There is no way women would say that those statements that they're making now if you took condoms, contraceptives, and abortion away. Because you have to know, women throughout society I always knew that there was repercussions for sex.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, when you take out those repercussions for sex and even go far as giving responsibility of childbirth to one sex, and then when that one sex doesn't want that responsibility, and you see how society is going now, that shit is crazy. And so that's why women have to be strong, because I'm starting to see now a lot of men are just opting out on dealing with women. Women are not supposed to deal with the stresses of life like they do. They're supposed to be put up. Women are typically supposed to be put up in a house, kept away, and treated like a prized possession. But women nowadays can't be treated like that, because men are opting out on dealing with women in any type of way. Now we have a thing called involuntary celibate. That shit is crazy. The way women are throwing themselves at, and you want to be an involuntary celibate?
Well, involuntary means not within your will.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, but I think you don't have to be involuntary is against your will, but at the same time, money can put you in a position where you can have sex. So it's not like it's I can't have sex. You get what I'm saying?
Well, like really, like the definition of incel is like involuntary celibate.
Yeah.
And so typically, not in all cases, but these are men that may be unattractive. They may lack social skills.
Right.
And so they do try. They just don't succeed. And so that there are men that are choosing to, they are voluntarily celibate. You know what I mean? They're choosing to not sleep with women or deal with women, or voluntarily relationship-less. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing. But like, I don't think incel and voluntary celibacy is the same thing.
No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, even if you're involuntary because you don't look good, because I agree, most of those men are pretty weird. They are the school shooters.
Yeah.
And
no, they are.
They
statistically they are.
Yeah, these are the people that really do shoot up schools. Right?
I got you.
Yeah, no, that's not even like, it's a joke, but it's not a joke.
Like, yeah, it's serious.
Yeah. But like I was saying, these men, if they wanted to have sex, they could actually pay to have sex. It's somebody that's willing to do it.
Yeah.
$40.
I mean, I think the definition lies within the bounds of like not paying. You know what I mean?
And see, that's the thing, when you go dig deeper, they have a warped mindset too, but they want to they know they're not attractive. They know they're socially awkward, but they want women to accept them being socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And the world just does not work like that. That's just like, it's kind of like when you're telling women, hey, ma'am, sleeping with a lot of guys does not benefit you in the long run. Well, I can deal with a man that it's kind of on the same mindset as, hey, I'm trying to help you and tell you stuff about how the world actually works to best benefit you, but you're not listening to me. Same thing with those men. Like, hey, bro, you got to get some kind of game, some kind of confidence, some type of swag. You might need to go to the gym. You might want to lose some weight. You might want to dress a little bit different. You might want to work on how you speak and approach to women. Have you ever thought about going to a pickup artist so he can teach you things, to approach women and stuff like that? But these men, like, no, they haven't done any of these things. They just want to, get in somebody's DMs and be mad as shit when a woman doesn't talk to them. It's the weirdest thing.
That's when you get cussed out. They be cussing them out.
I ain't even doing that. I'm just not responding.
Yeah.
Block.
No. You can see. You can still see me.
So, question, why do women do you think
crazy
sex with multiple people make women hard? or make them feel like they have to be strong?
I do, because I do think that for me, I do think sex should be reserved when there's like give and take. And so when you're just freely giving, and this man isn't even investing any sort of commitment into you, it just downgrades your value to a man. And I hate that is true. I wish that it wasn't. But if you are a situational queen, like you do situationships all the time, I do not think that I'm not going to speak on anybody that they can't find a husband, but you have a reputation that they don't even have to even give you a commitment of a relationship to be able to access different parts of you. And I think when you access sex, that is a gateway to different avenues of your life. I feel like sex is an avenue to every avenue of a woman's life to me.
I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing at my homework.
I don't have game, but I'm in shape. All right, he's in shape.
Yeah, he real.
Yeah,
He real. He
Okay.
weigh more than me, and he probably like 5'9".
That nigga.
He
I
cut.
ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he cut.
You should
Slide in the
he not a
DMs,
bad
bro.
guy either, though.
Slide in the DMs,
Yeah.
bro. I
He
told
already
you.
said no. Stop telling him
He
to.
said he was gonna do it for the podcast.
Oh, because I was like, dang, don't embarrass me. You just should have just said nothing, but don't encourage him to
Yeah,
do that
no,
more.
he's not a bad looking guy.
That's
he's
my
he's
dog.
nice, like
Hey,
Yeah.
nice
you
shape. I
ain't
think he has a
crazy.
good career.
Okay.
Like he would be right up your alley. The only thing I think he might not be height requirement.
How tall he got?
Oh, I don't have a height requirement for
How
real.
tall are you though?
You told us he needed to be
Like
tall last time.
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you, I like 6 feet and up. I do.
Okay.
But like, is that a hard? He got to be 6 feet? No.
Oh, well,
I would like for him to be slightly taller than me.
He don't got no talk though. You gonna have to talk to him. My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
Chris is the dating master, right?
Yeah.
He needs to get up with Chris. Figure out how to. No, wait, Chris got a bad. He got a bad. No. No. If you are a red pill guy,
no, don't do that. Chris, my boy, we ain't talking about Chris.
I love Chris. Chris knows. I DM him today, just checking on him. Like, I like talking to Chris. He's a nice guy, but he has red pill content. And if you are a red pill connoisseur, I think that you're going to be a great social media friend. But if you are a red pill taker, I mean, like you embody
I think
red pill.
The red pill is definitely finna die pretty soon.
I like blue pill men, I guess, or red pill.
The purple
is not
pill.
my thing. Purple, green, any color that's not red.
Purple pill
It's
is
on site now.
probably your best bet.
Yeah.
You gonna beat me up or the date on site when you see her, bro? You should just join the podcast, Chuck. You probably at work. No, he probably at work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think like sexually
Slide in the
liberated
DMs,
women,
bro.
I feel like they have put themselves in a bad category that is led by entertainment, which is crazy to me. The lifestyle that they're leading is entertainment, and you have embodied that. The city girl lifestyle is an entertainment lifestyle.
So hot girl summer none.
It's all entertainment.
It's entertainment.
And
Those women are in some form of relationship.
that's the crazy part. All these women telling y'all to do all this stuff in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part, because to me, I grew up thinking like music, movies, outside of like fictional stuff, it is just straight entertainment. I'm not taking that stuff and applying it to my life.
Yeah, once again, upbringing.
Yeah, that's true.
You were a lot of these people. I was listening to Lil Boosie the other day. Lil Boosie said, "Do you know how many men come to me and say I was raised off of your music?"
Yeah.
2 Chainz said in an interview, he talked to Too Short and said, 2 Chainz said he told Too Short, "Hey man, you raised me." A lot of these guys are getting raised off of music, rap music, what they see, seeing how to be a man. If the only time you see a man is in a music video and you think that's what's supposed to happen, and they're saying the most craziest, outlandish stuff, I'm having sex with 3, 4, 5 women every night. Like, nigga, no, you not. Nigga, scientifically, that's not even a possible thing for you as a man, unless you have a serious sex addiction. That's the only way. But if you go do research, nigga, that's a refracturation phase that after you have an ejaculate, you're not having sex like that.
Yeah.
So like, and men don't even young boys don't even understand that when they talk about how they treat women and the guns they told and shooting and drugs they sell, and you got all these young guys listening because once again, fathers are not in the household to say and rent and rear these children in the direction that they should go. So they believe that. So
Yeah.
entertainment is raising a lot of our society.
And hookup culture, I feel like, is derived off of entertainment. Like, you know, you got City Girls or Meg Thee Stallion or sometimes Cardi B, you know, rapping about dealing with men and throwing them to the side and get another man and throw him to the side. Cardi B is married.
Right.
You know what I mean? JT, one of the City
Shout
Girls,
out to Uzi.
she's in a relationship. Carisha is in some form of relationship with P. Diddy.
That's weird.
You know what I mean? Like those people are
Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, Meg, she's in a relationship.
Yeah.
And so these women are doing what they have to do. They're getting their sales up. They're, you know, when I'm in the club or if I'm at a bar, I love to sing City Girls and all of that. But do I go home and be trying to city girl my man or guys that I'm dating? No. It's not going to be applicable for the longevity of what you want. Now, if you want that fast money lifestyle, you like to be with a man and him to, you know, spend a lot of money on you and you're going to be quiet till he come back around, then apply that. But if you want to be married, it ain't no way in the world you're going to be trying to get to your husband and your fiance that's going to want to value you to that same regard. And you're out here just being sexually reckless.
Well, on two sides, like one, I don't be feeling like women want to be valuable. Not saying y'all don't want to be valuable, but by men, like I was talking to one of my homegirls.
So basically, you don't think women care what men say?
No, not even that. Yes and no. Like the yes part, like I was talking to my homegirl and she was saying like how basically a dude had everything. And I was like, well, if a dude got everything, what you good for? You replaceable. Like you gotta make yourself irreplaceable for him want to keep you. And it's like if you just around being a pretty face, it's a million pretty faces. Yeah. Like you can be replaced by just another person. So it's like if you're not making yourself irreplaceable and you just there, you know, you're a cute face, he gonna see that 10 times and he can be able to cheat or leave you. But if you make yourself where it's like, oh, I know my nigga forget his paperwork for work, let me slide this in his car or his briefcase, just little stuff that it's like gonna make you, oh, I needed this when I got to work. She had to put it here. Like certain things is gonna build a relationship. That's where I feel like women, like everybody can make money.
Yeah.
Everybody can have a big booty. Everybody can get a BBL. Everybody can have a 6-pack if they make it or work out. But it's like make yourself where it's like you the chosen one.
I think also like curating those like characteristics that would make you stand out from others. I think that in whatever dynamic, like I was raised by a wife, I was raised by my mom, you know, and so she's shown me never of her being sexually present with my dad, but like other aspects of how she is valuable to our family and to him, you know, outside of my sister and I, within the bounds of their relationship and within the bounds of the relationship between my sister and I. Yeah. And so I think that also the lack of example, like if you don't have a wife or a mom or, you know, someone that you can look up to that has navigated and been successful in that space, you don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know how to navigate that water. No. Just like I don't know how to navigate the water of being single and having a baby. I've never had that demonstrated or modeled for me.
Don't do it.
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna
try
know.
to do it.
I'm never gonna know.
I'm just gonna say this.
You get pregnant, we married.
And you don't even want to be in that situation. You don't want to have to be in that situation where if you get somebody pregnant, now you want to basically have a shotgun wedding.
Well, I ain't sleeping with nobody I ain't ready to marry.
And there we go. I won't say I'm ready to marry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Like,
you can't say now. You talking about now?
Right now, I'm physically not gonna sleep with nobody. Okay. Like probably the last other.
But we already established that because you said you want to sleep. Is the reason you want to sleep with nobody because your mind was different.
But before that,
I get what you're saying.
Outside of our friend, I've not slept with no. I'm saying our friend, but just use your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, outside of our friend. I ain't slept with nobody that I would not marry, so I'm not. Yeah, and that's been about.
I don't think the person that you sleep with at first. I ain't gonna. At least I didn't have this conversation.
Talking about
We don't need to have this conversation.
I get what he's saying though. Like
Yeah,
to
no,
me, the partners I choose,
Hold
I
on.
feel
But
like
I
they
don't think
would.
that's a true statement.
You
Though.
talking about before or
him?
after?
That's not a true statement for him.
You
For
said
him,
before
okay,
or
but
after?
Before when y'all first started having sex, I don't think you was like, oh yeah, I can see myself marrying this person.
That person, our friend.
The last person you was in a relationship with.
That was the first thing I told you when I saw the last person I was in a relationship with.
What you told me?
You said you think you gonna smash her. I'll never forget. We was in the gallery. You said you think you gonna smash her. I said nah. That'll be the type of girl I marry. Right hand to the Lord. I promise you. I promise
Did you marry
you.
her?
Huh?
Did you smash?
Let's tell the story. Tell the story.
Did you?
Did I smash her? We came in a relationship.
Is the answer yes?
Yeah.
Did you get married?
I thought we was on that path.
The answer is no.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I can understand.
But I'm saying I would have married her though.
Yeah. It was a potential.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think I would have married her?
No.
My choice?
You trying to have this on the podcast?
Hey, you done already
All
brought
right,
it
well,
up.
let's have. I don't think personally, from outside looking in, how you were talking about this person
Yeah.
we're talking about, I don't think marriage was even close to being in sight.
Yeah.
And then I think when you start talking about marriage is because this person was growing weary of your antics and the stuff you was doing, and then you was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna marry this person because I think you were understanding that this person was getting tired of you. And then after she decided to finally leave, it's like, dang, I should have married her, whoop de whoop. And I just think you were kind of heartbroken because she broke it with you instead of you actually being in a relationship and liking her like who she was, because y'all had a lot of foundational issues. Y'all had a lot of foundational issues.
I feel like in the beginning it was yes, I would have married her. Then I feel like everything got busy and it was like,
So once the honeymoon phase failed.
Well, it wasn't even a honeymoon. Like I just had a whole bunch of stuff that like when I first met this girl, I was real free. Like job, I ain't had no like have to be there at 9 o'clock. It wasn't like I went to work when I wanted to go to work. I had no stress. And then I started working at a plant overnight and my whole life changed. And it was like just a lot that I wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
And then it turned me like outside of my relationship, it was like everything was stressed out. Like everything, I was like, dang, I gotta wake up 8 o'clock at night. I'm pissed off. It was just a different lifestyle that I wasn't ready for. But like outside of like being around her, around my friends, like outside of work, it was like the only person I wanted to be around.
Yeah.
Like I might then show it around them because I know I was like, I don't know, I was hard.
You was flexed up hard on.
Oh yeah,
like
I was.
Like,
I was.
I ain't feeling her. Whoop,
that was in the beginning. Look. So
but
I mean, no, that was in the middle. That was in the middle. But that was when I was sort of in my bag too.
But
we weren't dating either then.
But to say I'm only going to sleep with people that I'm going to marry, and then you have conversations like, nah, I don't see myself, me and her not gonna make it. Woo, woo. We got these issues and stuff. I don't think that's a fair statement to say, because I don't think even when you first started messing with her, you was not talking about marriage in the first beginning.
I'm telling you, in the first beginning, yes, I was. Like, I could say
I wish P was up, because me and P, this is real shit. Me and P had a bet if y'all was gonna get married.
Dang, you bet against me,
I bet
bro?
against you, bro.
My nigga,
because I know you my nigga, bro. I didn't know you since the first grade, bro.
Dang, my nigga bet against me. It's crazy.
And he won.
He did. Well, no, I ain't dead.
So you gonna marry her?
Not look. Not saying that because the bet. I'm just saying like.
Are you guys rekindling?
No.
How you know?
Because we don't talk. We don't talk, and all I do is work.
So how would you? I mean, so is it fair to say that you're not gonna marry her?
No, because we not dead. That's the only point. Like,
would you circle back around today if she called you and was like, "Hey, baby, I miss you. I haven't talked to you in so long."
Like it's things that I noticed.
Go get your girl.
I'm just gonna say it was things that I noticed that I missed out on.
Go get your girl. Go get your girl. I feel like that. If you feel like it's not you still got time with her. Like, is she in a relationship?
I don't know.
Call her.
Somebody beating her back out.
Yeah, dog. Why I got?
I'm a realist, bro. You know I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think everybody just go straight to that ear, but you right.
No,
She could be like me. She could be a very virtuous
but no.
woman
Hold on,
like
hold on,
me.
hold on, hold on. I'm not saying that like y'all just broke up. Y'all been broken for a while.
Over a year.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause I can't say when you like rightly. I don't know.
Go
when
get your
we
girl,
broke up,
honey. She wants
'cause,
you. You want her. Go see what it's talking about. Get your closure. You looking for closure? Yeah.
This podcast was not about me. But anyway,
this is gonna be a good
look.
segment.
This is just what I'm saying. Look,
Go get your girl.
hey, shout out to all my dogs jumping in the comments. But anyway, like I was saying, look, I feel like matter of fact, my last Facebook post.
It was about her.
No, it was just about relationships. But you could say it was about her. Like, of course, I wanted to be in a relationship, but at that time, I wasn't ready. Like,
Yeah.
I knew what a relationship was, but it was like, I feel like I was like an old nigga. Like, I seen the end of the road and got scared. So I was like, hold on, let me see if I'm still a player. But it wasn't like I was trying to cheat, but it was like,
Did you?
no, I just wanted attention, like the social media attention. It's weird.
Did you cheat per her standard or her boundary?
Nah, cheating would be sex.
I said per
Kissing.
her.
No, I didn't cheat.
It varies.
No, I didn't cheat. Like I didn't cheat. That's the weird part.
Would she say we ended or like towards the demise of our relationship, he cheated? Would that be something that she would say?
No, I didn't cheat.
Okay.
Like I
No,
didn't cheat.
cheating wasn't the demise of their relationship.
Okay.
Infidelity wasn't the
yeah. It was
demise
just
of
me
their
not.
relationship.
I wasn't a boyfriend. Like
I don't
should've been a
think
boyfriend.
this is outside looking in. I think what Vic's saying is very true. I don't think Vic understand what it took to be in a relationship.
I didn't.
And I think you had a person she was a sweet girl and was trying to actually move on Vic time. Like he tried to act like it was her time when we talked, but I think she was moving on his time. And then after a while, it's like this person, I don't think this person is going to grow up or give me what I want out of life. So I got to dip now because you got to think about it. We 34 years old.
All facts.
So to keep going in the cycle with you while you trying to figure your shit out, and then it was times when y'all was around, you didn't treat her as the best.
Already.
Your friend.
Look, the Spades game, bro. That replay back in my head every day, and I'm like, you was tripping.
So I'm just saying, like you wasn't the best.
And so she was still so faithful and loyal to you during that time.
Yeah. That's why
she was a sweet girl.
I wasn't like
and
all me.
This real shit. Far as looks and everything, I think she was right where Vic needed. Like
call her.
I slipped up. Look, it is what it is. I can't do that.
You embarrassed? Your pride?
Nah, it ain't no pride.
His pride hurt a little bit.
No,
his pride hurt.
I'm just a person
his
that
pride and ego hurt a little.
That's
no,
what it sounds.
No.
Like
If I tell you I'm not gonna hit you, I'm not gonna hit you up. And
okay,
I
and
said
people lie every day.
I got you. Look, I'm just saying. Look, I went there, so I can't be like, yo, I'm there now. Come outside.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yes, you can.
When you always been a certain way, you gotta realize, hey, sometimes you gotta take care of you. And if it come around, come around. If you don't, it don't. Like I can't.
So if it comes around, is it gonna be per her pursuit of you?
It's gonna be a conversation before. No. It's not gonna be like, oh, Vic, I miss you.
How would it work?
I seen
you
her
just run into
we
her?
ran into each other a couple times. But it ain't like I'm going where she going because that's stalker. But nah, I just feel like, it was always like said, it was on my time. It was what I wanted.
And
like,
it sounds like it's still continuing to be on your time.
No, if we have a conversation and it's like, yo.
You just said right now, I'm gonna wait. It's
but I just said, if I tell you I'm not gonna hit you up, I'm not gonna hit you up.
On your time.
No, that's not my time.
Yeah, like literally.
It's agreement. It's agreement. It's mutual.
It's still dictated by you.
I didn't make none of this.
Didn't you just say you weren't gonna hit her up?
But that was
or did she tell you don't hit
agreement? It was like, yo, I can't be your friend.
Are you trying to be friends with her when you pursue her again?
No. That's what I'm saying. at that point I couldn't be her friend. So it's like
Today on November 17th.
I got to if we're establishing a thing called a relationship and that's a part of it, I got to be able to be a part of that. Because right now I got nothing. And
Well,
I'm
then I
still
think
alive.
if you aren't going to circle back to that, it would be advantageous of you to find some closure in that so that when you do move on, you're not carrying this person to the next woman.
I feel that.
So you need to close the door. You know, I'm a person, you need to ish or get off the pot. So if that's not a pot you want,
What if I'm constipated? It take a while.
then you need to take yourself off the market.
I don't think I'm on the
and
market.
put yourself on her market only.
I don't think I'm on no market.
Well, yeah. So if a woman hit you up today and from this and thinks that you're cute and she want to talk to you, let her know that you're reserved for you're constipated and you're just on one toilet.
I went to Vegas for a week with my dog, and it just ain't in.
It's okay.
It ain't in the marbles right now. I tried though. It
Yeah.
ain't in
So
the
I'm just
marbles.
saying, if a woman is interested in you, you
I'm
should
here.
be like, hey, I'm not in that place, and not even go past that
I'm here.
because you're on that one pot, and you don't even know who else is on that pot with you because you're in a place where you
I'm
don't
not
wanna
on no
figure it out.
pot. I'm not even.
Oh, you
on
say
a
you
pot.
constipated? Yeah, you sitting down.
I
Because
don't
you
think.
just talk about you just made a post about this girl. It's been nearly a
No,
year.
I didn't say. I said it was in the same situation. It was like just saying you gotta be ready
So
for
you
a
just
relationship.
referenced it.
Because it was on the. I was watching something and it brought it to my head, and I made a post, and then it goes with what
Your
we talking
energy feels like you aren't done with that.
about. Dang, I got bad energy.
Not bad.
It's not
Let's just
bad.
clearly tell you.
It's a lingering energy.
I feel.
And so if I met you today and I was like, oh, he cute, then you no.
I'm good.
Go with that pot. Leave this pot alone.
I ain't
You
on
would
no
be
pot.
a fish that I would throw back. Cast
But I
it
gotta
out.
be like I gotta be a fish
I
though.
don't think you cast fish back in. You take on.
You
Honey,
just toss them.
I would get in any kind of way. I would put you on a bow and arrow. You got to go right back into that pond.
Hey, shout out to all my dogs, but Chuck, this is not pride. Derek said bring back Fantastical Jones. Y'all boys did funny, but anyway, look, I ain't changed. I just started working a lot.
So Ashanti, what's your assessment of Vic and his old boo?
I think that he needs to get some closure, whether that's with or without her. But I wouldn't recommend anybody that I know to talk to you while you're in this emotional state. You know what I mean? Because you don't seem open, except for her. That's the only thing that you seem kind of open toward. So I wouldn't tell my friends, be like, oh, he's a nice guy. You should talk to him. Run away. And I think that you should get closure with her, with yourself, and be able to move on and take all of the meat from that relationship and say, like, I didn't show up in these ways, but since that relationship, I've recognized that, and I know I have the ability to be applying that to a new space.
I'm gonna need you to send me that in the text so I can see it tomorrow.
I'll send you the
You laugh.
soundbite.
I'm dead serious.
I'll send you the
I
soundbite.
got you. I take look. I'm a sponge right now, and my life going pretty good. Like I can't complain. Like I could complain about some stuff, but
And when you mention, like, you know, you're not having a great time in the dating pool, I think because you got that emotional block with her.
Chuck, we got bad energy, Chuck.
I think that's it. You have that emotional blockade with the young lady of unresolved.
I think that's why he don't want to hit none either.
No, I ain't finna get
I
nobody.
mean, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying, like,
I know.
emotionally,
But even like
emotionally, you're
Because,
spent.
hold on. Before that, you was like on a little spree. With
I know.
the young girl and all of that now.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
now so
hey, I was on a cool spree.
Okay, then. So it's not like you ain't just.
But
for you to say I'm having sex with only people that I can see myself marrying.
But I said before the young girl, name a girl that I slept with that I wasn't in a relationship.
We naming them?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Name her.
None of us. I'm telling you.
Like you don't
do that.
He don't even have to say
Don't
their
do
first
that.
name.
That young lady
I'm
might
saying.
not want to be recognized by that.
But this is what I'm
Don't
saying.
do it.
We're not finna say. Oh, Jessica. Like we're not finna say that. Yeah.
We don't say names.
I'm sorry, sis. I tried to save y'all.
Go ahead.
She might not want to be recognized.
Go
with
ahead, bro.
him.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. I tried.
What was Nurse Bay around that time?
Nah, no, Nurse Bay is before her.
Was a flight attendant around that time?
Before. All these people before, I'm telling you, Is only one person that was in that mix. Cause all
So
so
cringy.
so no. This is what
It's
happened.
cringy.
This is
Why
what
is
happened.
cringy?
Listen. I'm gonna explain myself. So the girl that I dated, when I met her, she was in a relationship, right? But we were playing tennis. Strictly
This is the one
tennis.
you're hung up on?
I'm gonna say this again. The last girl I was in a
Is
relationship,
that the one he's hung up on?
we was playing tennis.
Is the answer yes? Okay.
The last girl I was in, we
Okay.
played tennis. That's it. And so in that time spree, I was just in my bag. And it wasn't like, but then after that, it was like
What
all
does
the
in my bag mean to you
Women-
right now?
women like what I look like. They like
Oh,
what I
okay. Because
said,
I'm like,
you know.
I'm under. I can't.
They was
understand. Okay.
they was believing in me more than
I don't
believed in
know,
them.
girl. They doing a lot. I don't know.
What?
So
Vic
what's going
Vic
on
hashing out his old relationship.
Girl, they trying to bring up
No,
old
they
people he
asking
done
questions,
slept
and
with,
I just tell the truth. But anyway, that bruh, it was look. I'm gonna say this. Said one, the person we saw in the furnace.
Oh, girl, they recanting old
furnace.
flames, honey.
Furnace.
I am
Yeah.
so embarrassed.
The night Corey was lit.
I'm embarrassed for them.
The night you ate at Waffle House.
Oh,
When
they
I
went to
told you
Waffle
to come
House.
pick me up.
Oh, the one you took.
Stop. Just leave it there. Stop.
Okay.
Just leave it there.
Okay.
But you know, all right.
Oh,
that-
because he might be watching.
All them they done went to Waffle House.
hey,
Chill out. But anyway, listen, that
All them
one.
they down at the
listen,
Waffle House.
Listen,
honey.
that one, young person, and them was the last two of the spree that I was in. I'm not gonna go before that, but them was the last two of the spree.
Okay, but like Ashanti was saying, I agree with her. You got some unresolved shit going on right
I'm here. I
Girl,
got you.
yes, honey.
Dang,
yes,
everybody,
child.
all the women in the
hunching.
chat.
We don't do
Nah.
hunching. We are adults.
Look, I'm
Ugh.
celibate.
They keep trying to recount women. I keep
I'm
trying to get
celibate.
them not to say
I'm
that.
celibate. But you asked the question. She asked the question.
I
didn't-
did not ask that one.
You did.
I didn't ask you to recount all of the women that you were at the Waffle House with.
I didn't go
Nurse
to the Waffle
Bay
House
and
with
all
them.
that.
Sid was supposed to get his food to go, and
Mm.
he ate there.
I was trying to give you time.
Anyway, so look, I got you. I need to get my closure.
Yeah.
I'm healed.
Yeah.
But look, I never figure out. I never say I'd be in this position, but the position I'm in is pretty like outside of relationships. Everything in my life is going very good. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the position that you're in is the position that you put yourself in.
that's true. I heard that on a podcast or something today, and it was like, dang.
Yeah.
You said what now?
I just told him the position that he's in is the one that he put himself in.
Well, yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Absolutely. You guys are wild.
But we didn't say nothing. We didn't say nothing too wild.
And we done known each other for so long. It's like
I know. I'm
between
just
us two, like we
saying.
can say certain things, and like I could say Nurse Bay to you, and
You won't even know.
But I'm
Like-
just saying, if I was Nurse Bay, I would be upset.
none
and I
of
would be
us
getting-
follow. Like nobody I follow on social media.
Yeah.
No, it's like dead.
It's fine. It's fine.
Bruh, have you noticed that lately? Like when I post stuff, like, bruh, I posted. I ain't gonna say that.
Well, yeah.
I've been noticing my posts.
What?
Hold on. What's your Facebook name so I can start looking at these posts? I'm gonna
Before you look me up, I do give a
Hold
disclaimer.
on. I don't need no disclaimer.
It's social media fodder. Okay. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
Okay. You can just type it in. I don't even be on social media like that.
Okay.
I
'Cause
always told Vic to do.
it gets
what to
kind of
do.
bad.
Good night. It was fun.
I'm pretty sure that boy talking about eating booty. That boy, wow.
Talking about Derek.
Yeah. That boy, that's my dog though. But yeah, I just look. It be like that, man.
I didn't follow it. But
Oh dang, you could have just followed.
I didn't know if you wanted to. Just
I
wanted
was whatchamacallit, I was young, dumb, and reckless. I got in my bag and I was getting spoiled. And then I found what I was looking for and I knew it. And then I ran into some troubles. And you know,
See,
like
we can't talk too crazy because Ashanti admirers, they be watching too. So
oh,
Oh, what you
well, yeah.
mean?
oh,
your
Well, yeah.
admirers be watching.
oh.
What does that mean? I'm trying to
The
see.
dudes
That's
that
you
like
told-
you.
You told me one time, you said, this is what you told me. I can't say too much on the podcast because my suitors be watching sometimes.
Oh, I be talking how I need to now. They already know. I gave them the disclaimer.
Oh, Chuck done made it on. But anyway, yeah. So now, you know,
I'm mad you put me up. I did not expect to be on for real. I just wanted to
nigga said he just wanted to get on this live. Only Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Oh, so you was in the gym, bro?
And he did tell me that. Oh, I think it's $4.
I'm at the gym. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Hey, why is you having problems dating, bro?
Okay, so why do I have problems dating? Main reason is I really don't. When I'm out, I'm not really hollering at nobody. That's my personal uh, personality. I don't really be the one that's gonna be out here hollering at the conversation. That my nigga Vic already said that, like already. So that's one. Two, I feel like when it comes, especially living here in Atlanta, I feel like you're trying to sell the facade that I can do all of this and more. And for me, that's different because I can do what's in my budget. And it's up to you to determine whether or not it will work
What's your budget right now? We need to know. What's your budget?
What's my budget?
Don't lie. I know you be going out. And you pay for 2 gyms.
And I do pay for 2 gyms, so yeah. I don't. It's more of saying like I want to say maybe 100 on a date, 100 plus.
$100 just a date. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, 100 on a date kind of cheap, bro.
But you still can make it work.
Make it work, but I like to go to nice restaurants. Like I do, me personally, like, but I like nice restaurants. But 100 is kind of cheap though.
But 100 ain't bad. If you throw $25 with it, you probably can eat at almost every place in Birmingham with 2 meals, bro.
Mm-hmm.
In Birmingham.
He's in Atlanta.
Oh well. Oh yeah, you in Atlanta? That's dead.
Right.
Yeah,
He's gonna spend 100 by himself at a nice restaurant in Atlanta.
You better not drink water. You better eat an appetizer.
Yeah, appetizer. This guy.
Get a salad. Get a salad.
You
know your budget though. That's cool though.
I mean, that's me because I have a certain like things that I'll spend for because I feel like at my age.
Autumn, shut up.
What did I miss? What am I missing?
Somebody said get somebody else to do it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Get somebody else. Boo.
Autumn.
Why is she so savage?
Autumn, you ain't going on a $100 date.
Hey.
Autumn,
Chuck, man, I'm sorry. Man, look, Chuck. Take that girl to the park. Go to Publix. Get some of that Mardi Gras chicken. And got a salad with some ranch dressing.
Hey, Charles. Autumn said she ain't going on a $100 date. Autumn, what's a good price for your date?
And Autumn, do you live in Atlanta?
I mean, it's not like I'm
in Atlanta was $100.
It's giving chills.
Chili's, God, dog.
That's why Mama talking about her brunch. Yes, Mama. Come on, Mama.
God, Chuck. Look, Chuck.
Oh yeah, they don't do box chain restaurants. So Chili's that's the insult, bro.
That is an insult. It is an insult. You can't go to Chili's. You Applebee's. You try to do that 2 for $25. Oh nah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I'm not even texting back on that. Hell no.
Why not?
All right, because yeah, if you really want to get some mozzarella sticks, go to Walmart and go pop them in the oven. Why you gotta have it with me? I don't want that. It's not something that I care for. But
so yeah, Charles, you're gonna have to get you one of them $40 women.
Chuck, you gotta tell them your house payment coming up and tell them $100 you got. And tell them house fees.
Tell them that the mortgage,
the
mortgage and HOA.
Tell them you can't do all that right now.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, these are coming from women. These also comes from women that don't even have their own. Like, we don't want to put that out on blast. I'm not trying to make that a bigger deal, but you know, a lot of women can criticize, but they still using other people for sources of income.
I don't disagree.
I mean,
I was letting Ashanti because I don't know that many women. I'm married, so
I don't disagree. I do know that there are women out there that are requiring men to do things that they cannot financially do for themselves.
She said,
And I don't really advocate for women to not be progressive and like, take care of themselves and then want a man to step in and yeah, I don't. But I do feel like, women that work hard, like I said earlier today, women, we work hard and we're doing things to not go to Chili's. I'm not working hard to not go to Chili's just to go with you.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I didn't even get raised in a home where that was a place that we went. I never had my dad pull up to a Chili's and drop me and KJ off to go get a table while he parked the car. Like, that wasn't my experience. And so I don't think that there's an opportunity or experience where I want to do that now. I haven't done it in 28 years. I don't know if it's something that I'm like running to do right now.
Autumn said what she requires, she can also do for a man.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you. And yes, sir.
I'm just gonna have to send you $50 so you can boost it up to 100.
Yeah, to 150. Me and Vic gonna split it 25 so you can take a nice young lady on the date.
I mean,
now the next one, that's on you, buddy.
The whole 100 thing is just me throwing a number up there. This is me saying where it's something I would like to spend. Does it always happen? Hell no. Do I am I the person that's paying for it? Hell yeah. I'm a person that I find it offensive if I go on a date and the woman pays anything.
Probably not because you got them headphones on.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the issue?
Nah, he said you probably loud, but I said it. You probably just talking them headphones, and it probably.
No, you're fine, Chuck. You're doing good. Just keep going.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. God damn, nigga.
Supportive. You got a supportive black woman right here, and she a good picture.
Autumn said you can't even go to Dave and Buster's with $100.
Shoot, if you can finesse it right, you probably still got a little bit on your card if you got the old card. I'm done fucking with y'all.
Hey, use a coupon, my dog.
Use that coupon.
No.
Hey, go on Wednesday.
Hey, did y'all see what Suki Hunter said about the coupon?
What?
No,
you can't use a coupon?
Oh, the Suki Hunter said she know that means he know how to save some money.
That's a budgeter.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. She said she ain't taking no coupon.
So you can't do no coupons.
I have never experienced no man whipping out a coupon. Oh my god!
Ooh,
what restaurants have coupons?
Shoot, I can get
some
Lemons and Perry's.
Applebee's.
Lemons and Perry's send me some for my birthday.
Yeah, if it's a birthday voucher,
that's
a coupon. 2 for $25, man. Y'all you get the whole thing and dessert.
It's a great girl that would love to go to.
Don't listen to this. Don't hit me with that all night. Don't listen to that.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Nigga bees.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying it's bad, but it's a girl out there that would love to go to Applebee's.
I can't take you to Cheesecake Brunch.
Cheesecake Factory?
Brunch. Yeah, just the brunch.
I haven't been to Cheesecake Factory in so long. That shit so.
I won't say that I'm opposed, but it's not really a restaurant I care to go to. But
I just like their brunch. They brunch cool.
Well, they got other brunch places too. That's great too. Yeah.
I got
another broken egg is really nice.
I got you, but that's not $100.
They have lobster brie. I know. I'm not a big fan of cheesecake. It's a box company. They got a box.
You, but I'm saying those dates are under 100 though. At another broken egg.
I don't feel like I need my man to just be dropping $250 on my meal, but I also am a compound date person. So like we're gonna eat and go to an event. So you might not spend one right here, but you might spend one in total.
But then I mean, but
that check don't come up.
But to be honest, like I'm pretty sure between me and Chuck and anybody, me and Chuck and most of my friends, like a compound date, we like he said $100 is a number he threw out there, but like it's not like we're gonna be like, no, girl, you can't get that, get the salad.
And like with brunch, like you don't have like. Because I ain't gonna lie, like when I go out to eat, I want to eat good. I want to eat nice. I want to enjoy what they got. Let's see what the appetizer they're talking about. Let's get a cocktail. I even like to take a shot sometimes depending on how the night is gonna end.
You
know, and so that's when I get comfortable because I don't drink on the first day. But take a shot. We got an entree. Love
you don't drink. Hold on, Vic. What you say?
Drinking on no dates. I be drinking water.
You know, and I love dessert. So if you get there. Usually,
if it's up, it's up.
It's up, it's up.
I like. I to be honest, I don't believe in that. That's why I like dating is not cool for me because it's like I can spend $200 and I'm like, Well, that was fun. I'm never gonna hit you up again. I could have spent that money on a new bumper
I do
or a
feel like
headlight.
though, you are well within the right to feel like that. You know what I mean? I don't think that that's bad or wrong for you to feel like that. But I do also think that there are men that could spend that amount of money and not feel like they are lacking. Like they went out, they enjoyed their time, they got 200, they're gonna spend 200 tomorrow. They're gonna
If I
spend 200 the
spend
next
over
day. They're gonna spend
$5, I'd be mad.
that's fine. And like I said, it's well within your right. I
Mad.
think that you should have good discernment so that you are choosing good girls to spend your $200 on. Because it's a valuable $200 for you.
Any dollar.
Yeah. It's a valuable 50 cents for you.
And my coupon.
Yeah.
Your coupon.
You took time to clip that out of the newspaper.
Hey, Charles, it getting late. We've been on here about 3 hours. Thanks for tapping in, bro. We're gonna have to get you over here when you come to the Birmingham again.
Oh, good.
Hey, all them y'all came for all these comments. Thank you. I don't know y'all, but I'm pretty sure y'all part of the Ashani squad because y'all came deep. But
Get
you
somebody else to do it.
You ain't coming in my homeboy with $100.
I don't even know how to exit out of that.
I don't even know. $100 is just, it's cool.
I think I could finagle $100 date and she wouldn't know it was $100 date. Like, especially with like, it's ways to get around it. But I mean, my point wasn't to be like, oh, I got to make this date on $100. But
yeah,
I feel like it could happen in a one-on-one one though.
It's a good contrast.
Oh. But to be honest, hey, look, I don't know about the dating world. Like most of the girls, it's like we see each other and it's like, hey, let's do this.
But I do think this too. Men that aren't sure of the dating world, I like that they're vocal so that they can get out of the way. You know, for women to be able to go and date men that are available.
Oh.
So if you're like, hey, this is not it for me, I think it's like really great for you to just be like, hey, I'm not.
Oh no,
the guy.
I wasn't saying I'm not against it. I'm saying I'm not experienced. Like I haven't went on a lot of dates. Like I went on a first date. I seen a girl and we went to what's the place across the street from 3000?
Black Market?
Yeah, we went to Black Market and like got wings and a salad, just talk. Like it wasn't on a club night where it was jumping. It was just some chill.
Yeah.
And like I didn't pick that place to be like, oh, I know you're a bar chick. We just was like, where can we meet?
Yeah.
I was like, I want some wings. She was like, well, I want whatever. So I was like, well, Black Market got cool wings. She want me downtown.
Yeah.
So it's not like like a girl was like telling me first dates are supposed to be like well thought up and things like that. And like to me, it's just like
it depends on the girl.
I think you cool. I think I'm cool. Like I'm not trying to say I'm taking you here because like how you say Chili's, I've never been there. Like I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know you from Chili's. But if in a conversation you was like, yeah, I'm this type of girl, I would never go here, here, and here.
Well, typically, like I haven't been asked to go to Chili's before.
I don't think I've been to Chili's.
Like, you know, just in conversation, men are like, well, where do you like to go? And now I kind of list out the restaurants I like to go. It's a ballpark. So it's no way that I can list out those 3 restaurants. Oh. And then you think that I want to go and sit at Logan's with you. It's no way.
So if he said I like steak, what you name it?
I love Perry's. That was a really great place.
Perry's is cool.
I liked Texas de Brazil. They have an amazing salad bar.
That's just a lot of meat. I went to Texas de Brazil. On my birthday we had went.
Those are the only 2 places I can name of right now.
They got the shooting at night.
And the only reason is because I don't eat meat other than seafood. So I really don't know steak places.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I feel you. I just wanted to see the caliber, and you explained it like you gave out what I
Brick Tops. I heard was great too.
I don't know none of the places.
Who's that?
Brick Tops. I don't know. Someone suggested in my comments, so I was like, I gotta add it to my list of restaurants I want to go to.
I've seen it.
9 times out of 10, like I'm not gonna be like, hey baby, we going to Chili's.
I like Ocean. Ocean is a nice place too.
Love Ocean.
Yeah,
where's Ocean?
It's right down 20th Street, right there by Miller Mushroom.
Yeah.
Oh, those 2. It's 2 restaurants right there. I like both of them.
Never been to neither
East
one.
West. I like Phil Croy. I like the other one, the bar across the street.
I love Automatic Seafood.
Automatic. I went there when I posted the oysters with me and my wife.
Really good.
I don't really like oysters, but it's I like the vibe, but I like restaurants with vibe. It's one Pepper. What's that?
Pepper Place.
Pepper Place. Like
we cycle from there. We leave when we be cycling.
Birmingham restaurant spots have came up.
Yeah.
Tremendous. So like they have some good food, like
Mhm.
like really good food.
But to speak to what we're talking about, I do think it just depends on the girl,
Yeah.
for the first date. Like, I was just raised that your suitor is gonna impress you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your first date is supposed to be thoughtful. It's supposed to be something that, is fun, exciting, something that you guys can like, plan to
Next
do.
girl
And
I date, I'm finna use all this.
you should. I think so, because it's starting you off on a good foot.
I never
Because
knew this.
I do feel like if it's a date and it's like, hey, I'm free tonight at 5. You want to go to a restaurant? Like, no, I don't. You're
Uh,
bored and you want to eat dinner with somebody,
uh,
but it's a first date. If we've been dating and you like hit me up,
but the first date got to be like,
yeah. Do
it's
you
like
think
a
I'm
grand
waiting around
opening.
at 5 o'clock for you to call me to go to dinner?
Yeah.
No, I got other people I'm going to dinner with. I'm unavailable tonight, but maybe if you like give me like 3 to 5 days, I can put it on the calendar, and I would love to do that with you.
I got you. I don't know this life, and
Yeah.
it's amazing to hear. Like literally, the girls that I usually date already like me, so it's like they be like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I think you should pick." And then they be like, "No, you pick." And it's like, all right,
I don't pick.
we going to Chick-fil-A.
That's another thing I think
Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I don't pick.
I
And
think
it ain't
that's the
even
thing.
being disrespectful. I
A
just
lot
know
of
it's
women,
good.
a lot of women don't have a restaurant that's going to put you over $100 either though. So like if like he said, you pick. I've asked plenty of women, hey, you pick, and I'll maybe spend $70 at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm being cheap. It's like literally their idea, and this is where they want to go. But now it's like older me restaurants. I gotta have a vibe, gotta have great drinks. It got like sometimes I like to hear live music and stuff like that. Like it's a place we had went to. It's over there. I can't think of the name, but it was great. It was great. It was like 40-ish people, like 40-ish age.
A little older. I
Yeah, a
got
little older, more button downs. Like it's pretty cool place. But it's like I spent like $150, just
Yeah.
and that was nothing even.
Yeah, because I
crazy.
think of like KO Coco. I mean, that's like $80 a person.
Where is that?
That's downtown. It's a Cuban restaurant. You can get an
I ain't
appetizer,
never heard.
entree, and a alcoholic beverage.
I'm gonna have
You're
to
at, like,
start
80,
hanging out with
87.
you. So you not trying to,
Yeah.
slide in your DMs, but like I ain't never been to none of these places.
Yeah.
And when I be hungry, I be like, I don't got nobody to hit up to see, and you can plug me in.
If you need a restaurant option,
Oh.
a choice to take a girl out.
No, I'm just gonna go solo. I like to do
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I like.
You do like the restaurants that I'm naming. You do need to get a reservation
Oh, that's cool.
because I'm a reservation girl.
I get
love
off
to
work
get up
every day
there
at about 5
and-
o'clock, so I think everywhere gonna have reservations by 7.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
love
good.
to. Hey, Mr. Such and Such, your table is ready. I love that.
Okay, I got you. Oh, I ain't giving no.
Or if you be like, hey, I made reservations at 8. I want to pick you up.
How is 12 o'clock?
Love that. Yeah.
Sheesh, I gotta work. I gotta be
Oh.
up at 6. I'm tripping.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna clip this video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like and share. Facebook, follow the page. And I'm trying to grow my Twitter. So my Twitter is the New Normal Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and follow that page. I'm trying to get better at posting, but it's a weird world over there on Twitter, especially
I
since
love Twitter.
especially since Elon is over there. And nigger has increased by 500%. So they say, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I ain't got no benign people that I follow. So I don't know. But we'll let these guys and the gals tell their social media handles. We're gonna get up out of here.
Hey, it is your favorite esthetician. You can follow me on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Aesthetically Ashanti if you're looking for any skincare stuff. And if you're looking to just follow me, my personality, it is on those social media platforms at Ashanti Jordan, spelled like the singer and spelled like the shoe.
My Twitter, I just looked at it. My Twitter and my Snapchat is Fantastico Jones. My Instagram is Mr. Victor Gabriel. I ain't excited. I just like to have fun and let y'all see a little piece of me. I enjoyed the podcast. Everybody on it, everybody comments. Support my guy. The New Normal Podcast. Support Ashanti. That's my new friend. She gonna plug me in on the food spots.
Absolutely.
And if you want to support me, I got Cash App. You feel me? I take all donations. So we can send them to my dog Chuck for his $150 dates.
It's the New Normal Podcast, and we gone.